Welcome back, Danger Cats. It's your boy, Uncle Hack. How are you? Today, I have two great guests on the show. Derek Stone is a life coach for junior hockey players all around. He also runs a hockey camp out in Fort Saskatchewan, and also a fellow by the name of Shane Fennessey. He is a co producer of Making Coco, which is a documentary on Grant Fuhr, goalie for the Edmonton Oilers back in the 80s when they were in their heyday. Also, built for this, the Michael Bisbing documentary. Very interesting shit right here if you're a UFC fan like myself. So we chat about making these films, all sorts of goofy shit, how he met Mickey Rourke. Lots of cool fucking stories in this episode, hence why it's 2 hours. Also, use the code podcast69, dangercatshop.com. Get yourself a little moolah off that merch because I know you want to cop that shit. Look fly as fuck for the ladies. And DCTV, my bitches, just dropped the Vegas episode of, all of us just getting shit tangoed out in Sin City. It's very interesting if you're into that kind of shit. Thanks again for tuning in, and here is the episode.
She got the dirty, we getting that mullet money. I think your girlfriend is tryna fuck me. She like the flow, she tryna touch it. That ain't your bitch, all the danger cats fuck me.
It's the motherfucking uncle you gotta hate.
Yeah.
Pussy tastes like shit, but that ass tastes great. At the end of the day, I'll just masturbate.
Yeah.
So we never gotta worry if your period's late.
We're live now.
I love it. Hack, thanks for having us, man. I appreciate
Thanks for
it.
coming on, guys. It's an honor to have you. Both very interesting guys on the show today. You guys have your own podcast too as well, right? I guess I didn't introduce you. We have Shane and Derek. I don't know your last names off by heart, so
That's all right. No last names necessary.
no. But you
Yeah.
guys got your own podcast here in the city called City of Champions, and you both are very interesting guys, and we got quite a bit to cover today, don't we?
Yeah, so City of Champions is one I started almost 2 years ago. And I've just been talking to local Edmontonians, people from Edmonton or who live here, who have great stories or people who, could be inspiring to others. So run the gambit of people from academics, athletes, entrepreneurs, politicians, professors, guys like Derek.
Yeah, yeah,
Whatever, like a multitude of things that he does. But Derek and I, about a month ago, started our own together that we're co-hosting. So this will be our third episode as a crossover with you that we're doing.
Yeah.
And we haven't released any yet, so we're going to bank about 4 or 5.
Oh, right on.
And then just be able to kind of hammer out a couple regularly. Just,
Makes it easier, doesn't it? Like
yeah.
Then you're not stressed like that week of fuck I don't got any podcasts ready, and then it gives you like that kind of leeway where you got 4 weeks time to keep building and building and building.
Yeah. People get a little crazy in their head about when you release something, and then if it falls flat, like if it doesn't get as much traction as you hoped it would,
Yeah.
people freak out and start to change things. This way it's like, well, we can't change things on the first 5, but we'll see kind of it progress.
Yeah.
And then we'll see what it becomes. I mean,
Yeah, I think you give a lot of people a lot to look at too when you have a diverse group of guys that are on there versus like, oh, I like this one, it was recommended or at the top of the charts. Then they have somebody maybe not interested, then you don't follow. So if you get 5 right off the bat and you cover a nice spread,
Yeah.
then you're more likely to like keep your audience, right? So we wanted to have you on in that first 5 and just spread it out even more and cross pollinate audiences.
yeah.
And
Fuck yeah.
so tell us, where the fuck are we right now? What is this? Like, what did we just walk into here?
You walked into the Danger Cats headquarters, my friend.
I didn't see a single cat in this building.
No, there's some dogs behind us always fucking barking, driving me mental. But other than that, there's no cats, just the dangerous kind in the human form.
Yeah. How did this whole thing start?
It started kind of as a bet. We were, you met Johnny downstairs, Mike. He's been my business partner with this the whole time, and he bugged me for the longest time. It was probably like 6 weeks. Actually, it's funny. We were just talking about this today, and he was on my ass about making a YouTube channel or doing content and all that because we'd watch the Oiler games and I'd lose my fucking mind. Just like, if you're an Oiler fan, you know exactly what we go through. And he's like, dude, you should do over commentary on an Oilers or something. You need to do something online. I'm like, fuck that, man.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing content, and I don't think it's gonna be hard to break through. It's a waste of my time. I'm gonna look like an idiot, and he bugged me for so long that I was just like, hey, fine, I'm gonna do one fucking video, and then the rest was history.
Well, and that's the thing. You're always a little insecure. Like, what am I going to bring to the table that no one else is doing already?
Big time,
right?
big
like,
time.
Like there's pro sports journalists out there, and the TSNs and the Sportsnet. Like, how am I going to analyze it? So I'm sure you went the comedy route, right?
Yeah, you try and just make it funny. The comedy, the sports, everything I was interested in, I just tried to incorporate it into a funny kind of narrative. Like working in the patch. Everybody knows the oil patch is just a grungy fucking demographic of dudes. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk the way I do on site, on video, and see if it resonates with people, and I can grow an audience, and it did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the criticism comes, and that was a tough thing to get over for quite a while.
You had some haters?
Yeah, man, like there was like a lot of the liberals that came out, or like I less more left wing leaning, and they just shred me online.
What would they say?
Just like they would try and fucking come at you and be like, you're just a dumb cunt, I hope you fucking die, like, and just like,
Wow, so real thoughtful comment.
Yeah, like they would really try and dig deep, and then after about a week of reading that, I'm like, I could give a fuck.
Well, exactly, right?
Yeah.
Like, if you're not getting haters, then you're obviously not doing anything that's worth looking at, right?
Exactly, and that's the way I look at it. And now I got a whole new perspective on it. The people that shit on me, I instantly comment back on there, because I know those people are going to engage in an argument with a bunch of other people, and that is comments, which goes higher up in people's feeds.
I love it.
Yeah, you get to set off a little bomb too, right?
Yeah.
And like, all right, fire away.
Yeah.
Or does it still, like, does anything ever get through to you that way? Like, what's, any bad comments that still, irk you that are consistent, or are you kind of just fucking over it?
Not really. None of them really get me fired up. There are some people out there that can comment and they just send me into a frenzy just because of their stupidity. But then I take 5 minutes and I'm like, why am I losing my mind over a virtual world right now?
Right.
Yeah, like all this idiot did was pick up his phone, comment, and who knows what he does for a living. He's probably, I don't know, just another fucking deadbeat, and kind of like myself.
I think, I think, like, if you're getting criticized, you're not going to be getting criticized by somebody who's usually doing more than you.
Yeah.
And somebody doing that, like, say that to my fucking face. You know what I mean? Like,
Mhm.
you have a MMA background. If somebody said that to you, like, they wouldn't even if they saw you, be like, oh, I'm not saying that.
Yeah.
But there's no accountability, so you just get to fire away.
Mm-hmm.
That could
And
be a
then-
new segment for you guys. You could challenge the haters online to be like, set up a ring downstairs and go, all right, you got something to say? Come prove it.
Yeah.
Let's go, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck, that would go off online, man. Like, you would get
Oh,
so
man.
many views on that.
I probably would, but I'm so out of shape and I haven't trained in about 2 years. I think my last fight was in 2016. So they might be able to get the better of me. My defense is still there. I know I got that.
Yeah. Well, the power's the last thing to go, right?
Yeah,
you
I
still got
hope
that
so.
too. Why'd you stop fighting?
Just injuries started catching up with me, and I corkscrewed my knee in jiu-jitsu, and that really set me back like a long time. And I was like, I'm not getting any fucking younger. My body's not repairing like what it used to, and and this was also taken off too while that was all happening. So it was like I kind of drifted my focus onto Danger Cats more so than MMA. And I always
Right.
looked at MMA as a hobby. Like, it was never like, I never thought I'd make the UFC. I never thought I'd do great things in that sport. I just really fucking liked it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still train just to keep in shape?
I haven't. I wouldn't mind getting more into boxing. I've always been a big boxing fan.
Yeah.
So I'd like to train a little more in that. Or kickboxing, like either or. I've always liked more of like the stand-up art.
Yeah.
Any martial art around that.
Do you remember, like, your anxiety or how you felt like your first fight to your last fight?
Yes.
And like, describe that, because like Shane just did some interviews with a lot of MMA guys doing
Yeah, I see that.
a
I can't wait to talk about Bisbing, man.
documentary with Bisbing. So, talking about, like, we always tie the performance into it. Like, what was that like? A lot of guys just kind of cover off and talk about the career highlights and stuff, but the lows, we go there, and then also talking about emotionally, like, that first one. Like, do you remember that and describe it?
My first fight, you're not going to believe this, I smoked a pack of cigarettes before going into the ring.
Because of nerves, or because you thought it was cool? Or
I was
what?
a big smoker back in the day, and like right when I started training, I was kind of quitting smoking, but my nerves and like cutting weight, I used smoking to cut weight.
Yeah.
I smoked a pack of Export A Ultra Blues, the athletic kind.
Oh yeah. Diesel dart breakfast.
And how did that work out for you?
Luckily I beat him in the first round, but man, I was fucking feeling it. I never smoked a day after that until now. Like if we're partying, I'll go have a jet, but
Yeah.
the anxiety, man, I was shitting fucking razor blades and like, oh man. And then like compared to the last one, I was a lot more relaxed. Like I knew the environment, I knew what I was getting into. It's a fight. I'm fucking, one of us is gonna win, one of us is gonna lose.
Right.
The outcome is gonna, who's more prepared. And like I took my training a lot more serious. I took everything, like this is also too, I was 19, I think my first fight, 2009, 19 or 20, I can't remember. And then coming back as a 26-year-old, a little more life experience, and you put yourself in situations where you have to control your anxiety and like your mindset and shit. But it was definitely like the first one, man. Like I was walking out like fucking shaking.
Oh, for sure.
And then like the first punch I took too was an overhand right on the chin, and fucking had a flash like zing. Yeah. Couldn't see for a split second, and then I was like, all right, it's fucking,
we're in it.
We gotta go now.
Yeah. Did you fight a lot outside of the ring before that? Were you a street brawler?
No, I didn't street fight lots. Like I just never seen a point to it.
Yeah.
I would if I had to. I think I've maybe been in like 5 or 6 street fights tops.
Yeah.
Hockey, I fought because there was a purpose, and like and like that was just in minor hockey, and so it wasn't like junior. I never did play juniors. I just went straight to MMA.
Yeah. You fought in minor hockey?
Yeah.
They don't allow fighting in minor hockey for anyone who doesn't know that.
Yeah, they don't.
So it's a little frowned upon.
Oh man, like I was a jackass. I was a complete idiot out there, and like I was the guy. I was not big. I was a skinny little rat out there spearing guys and just trying to set you off. I was a fucking idiot.
Just carving them up.
Oh man, I was doing the greasiest shit, like slashing guys while they're going into the bench and I'm chained, and like just trying to set you off. That was my goal, is to make you go fucking mental.
Yeah.
Well,
You
you're
backed
Sean
it up,
Avery.
obviously.
I got beat up lots.
Oh, okay.
I got beat up lots.
The
I
punch-
could take a fucking beating. That was my only good thing going into MMA.
That was the next logical step then, obviously.
Yeah, it was like, okay, since you like, why don't you start fighting guys that are in your weight class?
Yeah. Did you ever chew in a fight?
No. Like in
During a fight?
in before, yeah, all the time. I have a big hog right before I go in there, just settle everything down. I don't know what the science is between nicotine and your athletic performance, but
It's supposed to be
they
a
showed it's
a
enhanced.
stimulant, right?
Yeah.
Like a lot of players.
Really?
Like, if I throw a lip dart in there and I go on the ice, I feel like I'm gonna puke. But a lot of guys will just do it regularly. I just met Jim McMahon from the '84 Bears.
really,
Do you know who that is?
I've heard that name. I know I have.
He was kind of like a rock star quarterback, and the '84 Bears are one of the best NFL teams of all time. He was the guy who always wore sunglasses, like in interviews and inside all the time. Had this long hair. He was a total just shithead. He was smoking darts and drinking. And
Fuck yeah.
but anyway, I met him. He's telling us stories about his playing days, and he used to play with a huge chon, right? So he says at the end of one of the games, they're up like 20 points or something. Like it's not even close. And he's one of the defensive guys has just been in his face all game, right? Just like putting his hand up in his face, like out in the D line. He's like, get your fucking hand out of my face right now. The game's over. Like, fuck off. And the guy kept doing it. So he just goes and just shoots this big fucking shot on the guy's forehead. And he's just staring at him. Right, and it's just dripping down his eye. And McMahon's like not a big guy, right? He just goes to his O-line. He's like, "All right, boys, you're not gonna let him by, right? You got this, right?" And he said he snapped the play, and the game was over. But he ran into the guy 20 years later in a bar in some small backwood town in the States, and he goes in this bar and he's looking around, and he says, "There's a lot of pictures of whatever the guy's name was, the D player." And so he asked the server, he goes, "Why do you guys have so many pictures of this guy on the wall?" And they go, "Oh, he owns the joint." And Jim McMahon just goes, "Fuck, is he here?" And they're like, yeah, we told him you're here too. And he's like, "Oh, fuck." So he comes on, the first thing he says to him is, "I haven't forgot about the time you fucking spit in my face, McMahon."
That's fucking
Like,
hilarious.
is there any more demeaning shit that you could do than spit your chew in someone's face?
I don't think so. Especially like live gameplay, man.
Yeah.
I would fucking lose my mind.
It
How that guy
stings. It would stink.
Imagine the fucking warthog of a human that could just sit there and stare at you and be like, "I'm gonna fucking murk you when you snap that ball. When that ball hits your hands, I'm taking your head home with me."
Yeah, exactly. Fuck, man. And there's so many stories of that, like from the playing days. Like those guys used to have fun, and it's almost a shame. Like games are so overexposed nowadays that I don't think much of that stuff happens anymore.
Yeah,
Like, players are all mic'd up, and there's fucking cameras.
Social
on the boards
media
and
and people, man, are sitting there scanning that fucking game. There's people like scanning the game on the crowd and spotting something, and then immediately it's like on Barstool or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Like you see all this crazy shit happening in the crowd, and then it's this like boom, it's viral.
You're seeing a lot of guys too, like Ryan King. He's coming on soon. He's with the Eskimos, and a lot of those guys, they turn their comments right off. He goes, I still get DMs, but you can't reply to their stories directly.
Yeah.
And you can't comment or anything like that because the people just shred you, like no matter what. Like you could have a great game. It's like, oh, you scored 3 goals, you should have scored 7.
Yeah.
Like shit like that.
it's
People are just,
stupid.
that's what I was saying earlier. And like you mentioned, like I fucking hate people sometimes for that reason. I love them so much. Humans just
know.
intrigue me, but just the way they treat each other, and it's online with athletes, like that is the focal point. Everybody wants to be a pro athlete. Guys are signing $400 million deals, and then you just get overanalyzed. And interviewing NHL guys, and then yourself with UFC athletes and stuff, hearing how those guys deal with it, and just because on the appearance you're like, oh, I'm a pro fighter, I'm sponsored, I'm making this, driving that, have your dream life, but a lot of them are like really, really insecure, and
Self-esteem just takes a hit.
it's fragile at the highest level. So my question for you going into that is, when you left this, like what was your biggest insecurity that you got over and essentially now leveraged into what this is now, a growing empire?
I think my biggest insecurity is what people would perceive this and how I can get it across to them without saying. Not that I'm scared if I'm gonna say something wrong, because of whatever. If I think it, I'll fucking say it. But more so the fact that if am I gonna affect people in my personal life? Am I gonna lose my job? Am I gonna all those things kept fucking spinning in my head, and then finally one day I was just like, fuck it. What's the worst that can happen, man? Somebody out there somewhere would hire you. You can find a job. You can find work. If the people in your life don't fucking I've lost a lot of fucking friends because of this shit.
Seriously?
Yeah, man. Just I think a lot of people too. In my hometown is kind of it's a cliquey fucking town, right? Mm-hmm. So, like all small towns. But when I started it, I noticed a lot of people, well, he's a fucking idiot for doing that. What the fuck is he thinking? What the fuck's he thinking? And now all of a sudden that it's what it is now, everybody's like, oh, man, I know him, man. I went to high school with him, man. And they're like, fuck you, dude. You didn't give a shit. And I don't know. I guess what you're trying to ask too is what did I do to overcome it? I guess, hey. I'm going way off track with this.
No, that's exactly it though, right? Because it also ties into people always wanting a piece of you. You know what I mean? When you get bigger, people are like, oh yeah, hey man, can you send me a signed jersey? Or people trying to grab your attention now more and more. Yeah. Luckily, the people that are doing are probably more likely to be your audience. But there's always that people. I find the same thing. One of my close buddies died, and then all these people are coming like, yeah, we were cool, we were so close. I'm like, fuck you. We haven't even heard from you in 5 years. You're just trying to attach yourself to their story to make it seem like it. So from the insecurity standpoint, getting over not giving a fuck about those people helped you?
Yeah, pretty much, man. There was one day it was just a long, hard look in the mirror, or whatever analogy you want to do or say. Fucking, I just
sitting on the floor of the bathtub, shower washing over me, drinking a beer.
I'm fixed.
And just like that, it was over. Yeah. But I don't know. There's just one day I woke up and I was like, I don't fucking care. Yeah. Fuck it. I don't give a shit. My mom hated this shit right when I started it. She thought it was a horrible idea. Now she's my biggest fan.
Come on, really?
I'm
Good
dead
for her.
serious. I'm
Good
dead
for
serious.
her.
Yeah. She was like, I don't know, Brendan. I don't know if this is a good idea. I raised you to be a good boy and a nice kid, and all these people are like, Mom, who gives a fuck?
You're I'm not killing babies here, man. We're just saying shit to get a laugh, and if it's your true, authentic self, then what's the problem, right?
Yeah, for sure, man.
Maybe it's dialed up a little bit just for the audience, but people like to see that. That's life. No one wants to see the average stories, or else everyone would have their own fucking channel, right? We don't want to watch the average office worker go through their day.
No, you don't. That's the thing, and then it's I don't know. It's such a weird universe too to get it going from where I was to now, and trying to figure out the next steps to take, because there's no fucking path that's cut clean. This is the road. This social media shit's so new, and what you can do is so new with it, and the internet is like, man, it's only been around for fucking what 26 years. Like,
Exactly.
it-
Well, and it's changing all the time, right? Like I think one of the creators in the internet just came out the other day and he was like, this isn't what I envisioned for the internet, right? But it's like, who gives a shit? You see where things go and you capitalize on it, right?
Mhm.
You see like people developing layers over the internet to make money, and like Facebook and Instagram and Google,
Yeah.
they're just taking over the world. And it's like, hey, good on them, right? Like,
Absolutely.
you know, you come up with something that people want, and either they pay you or their views pay for it, and whatever. So
Mhm. Yeah.
that's good on you. Do you guys still do the NHL commentary?
Yeah,
Hockey
we do.
commentary?
We've been slacking a lot, like moving into here and like getting everything ready and like trying to figure out what our next move is, getting the clothing up to date. So like our content's been kind of lacking.
Yeah.
We'll fire that up again, obviously in the playoffs, because that one's always a fucking good one to get some laughs out of people. It's definitely not our highest viewed playlist or content that we put out there, but it's definitely the funnest, and I think a lot of people enjoy it.
I especially love it because I love seeing the chirps about Walshy.
Yeah.
And it's a bunch of the fucking Colorado Avalanche hat he's going on and just chirping him about looking like a Backstreet Boy.
Oh,
I
man.
love the chirps on that.
He
Those
gets-
ones are my favorite. He gets roasted.
he
He takes it well though.
He
He's like,
does, man. In the
Doesn't
comment section, he gets hit hard too.
This your boy?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Walsh that you met downstairs there.
Yeah.
Yeah, he gets toasted pretty hard, and like now it's like an ongoing joke now with everybody that they. The best part is they come up with clever chirps.
Yeah.
Like the best one I seen was somebody's like, Walsh looks like the kind of guy that would fold his socks, and that one fucking kills me every time. Like I screenshot it and I read it every now and then and fucking piss myself.
Oh.
That's a great chirp.
Fuck yeah.
That's like Drake, the kind of guy that does whatever. Have you seen those?
No, I
Because
haven't.
Drake's so soft, right? Like
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
so like R&B soft sometimes. So it's like, oh, Drake's the kind of guy that opens a bag of chips with scissors. And,
Oh,
and
yeah.
just like
Oh,
so like
yeah,
really
yeah.
soft chirps like that.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I thought it was a channel, like
no.
just somebody like imitating Drake and fucking doing that kind of shit.
So what's going on with our hometown boys? We're pretty much out of the playoffs now.
Oh man,
Tough to be an Oilers fan.
it's hard out here for a pimp, man. Fuck. Like, my grandpa's a diehard Flames fan. I grew up in
Oh.
Southern Alberta, so I was in the midst of that shit.
Mhm.
And so he fucking loves lighting me up because obviously the Flames are just ripping it up right
Yeah,
now. Like
they're
they're
red hot.
fucking deadly right now, which is just shit because we've sucked for so fucking long, and then you got to watch them down south just tear it up in the league grade.
And then you
Like,
see Nicholson just shred Toby Reeder for some reason. I'm like, man, how is he a scapegoat? Like, you picked him of all guys.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are you doing? Like, how do you... And they apologize for it, but you can't come back from that. It's
Okay,
like,
but to jump to Bobby Nick's defense, and I was away for this, so I read the headline. I'm like, yeah, that sounds really bad. But what I heard was he wasn't saying like Toby Reeder specifically. He was saying like our lack of secondary scoring. And it's like if a guy like Toby Reeder scores 12 to 14 more goals, we're in the playoffs because that translates to whatever 4 or 5 more wins over the course of a whole season, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think he was actually lighting up Toby.
I don't think it's like pushing him under the bus, but he's like making sure the bus is on the way. You know what I
Apparently,
mean?
fans have just been cheering every time he touches the puck.
Oh
now
man, they
in
had him
games.
out the last
Fucking
minute.
right.
He like triple shifted him last game to try and get everyone's like.
Because
chanting
everyone
his
else scored a fucking goal, so I may
Yeah.
as well get him. That's
Yeah.
a big game. Have you had any of the players on?
No, I haven't.
right.
I'd love to. Like, it'd be cool to get like, a guy like Cassian would be a deadly guy to talk to, just because he's a fucking weapon of a human.
name. Yeah, absolutely.
On and off the ice, that guy goes hard.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to hear like how willing he is to fight now versus like his addict days.
Yeah.
Because he used to be a total fucking shit show, right? Like
yeah.
he was just like he was drinking and probably drugging and he cleaned his act up like whatever 3-4 years ago when the Oilers brought him here. Like it was his last shot, and whoever it was, Chiarelli, I think, was like, look, man, like, are you gonna get clean? Is this like, or is your career over, or are you gonna refuel it here? And he got his shit together, and he's obviously proved that he can play. But my thinking is like it's got to be hard to want to fight when you're feeling good all the time. You're not fucked up and angry like you used to be.
Yeah.
I wonder how that affects a guy like that.
Yeah, that would be weird. That'd be a nice conversation to have because like that's got to be tough, man. Especially like it's not like he's fighting slouches.
Mhm.
Like, he's throwing with some big boys, and those boys can fucking hammer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I no thanks. I'm good.
Yeah.
I'd rather be like the Brad Marchand out there just throwing cheap
just
shots.
just a little licking people and shit.
Yeah.
Just getting really under.
Would
the
you
skin.
take $1 million a year to be an enforcer? To fight? To be a punching bag, rather?
$1 million a year?
Yeah.
You know
Or
what?
whatever the league minimum is. I think it's like 800 or 900,000.
It's 650. It'll be like probably 975 in like the next 5 years. They
Okay.
figure for league men, but I think I would for sure because you
Fuck
get to
yeah.
travel around with the boys, eat all the dinners. You know, you get your per diem, and you don't play that often. You're maybe like 3-4 minutes a night, like old school. Like there's not really guys like that anymore. They have to.
No, everyone can play now.
Yeah. Whereas
Yeah.
like you look at Lucic, that was like his thing, and then he had a 30-goal season, and now he's just absolutely shooting the bed. I've always wondered. That's why I work with athletes in that capacity. But I've always wondered at that level, what is going on? Like what's breaking or, blocking you from doing what you're capable of doing, and then you just get fucking ripped here. Being in Edmonton, I think it's a tough place to play.
Oh man, any Canadian city like Brandon Davidson grew up in my hometown, and I seen an article that was wrote about him about a tweet that he had when we were in high school, man, and he's 2 years younger
Seriously?
than me. Yeah, and like some guy wrote a whole article. He retweeted something about Osama bin Laden. It was like a funny meme, right? And it was
Right.
like from fucking 2003, right around there, 2004 or some shit like
Yeah.
that. And fucking, they wrote a whole article about how do we have a guy like this on our team, like this, and just shredded him in this
Pathetic,
article.
man. It's absolutely
Yeah,
pathetic
man.
that people dive so far into your past. Like, we've
Oh,
all
man.
done shit and said shit that we wouldn't want anyone on this planet to know about, right?
Oh fuck yeah! But if you're willing to throw it out there, what can you I don't think a lot of people can have the legs to stand on. Yeah, I fucking said that, and it
Yeah.
kind of shuts the whole argument down.
Yeah,
That's what I
exactly.
thought back
Yeah,
then.
I was a fucking idiot.
Yeah,
Like, sorry.
I
like,
was not smart.
I'm a little
Still
smarter
not.
now. Not
Yeah,
much, but
not
a little
much,
bit, right?
Yeah.
Well, too, like back then, so Twitter came out, whatever it was, 06.
Yeah.
Like, no one knew that it was going to be so public. Like, I remember getting Facebook in 06, and it was literally just your friends and you, right? So you posted the worst pictures of out at the bar or whatever, like drinking and
Yeah.
just like, like in your underwear, and you never thought twice about it because it was like, oh, it's just my friends. And then like over the years, your friend list started growing, and it's like 100 people, 200 people, 500 people, 1,000, and you're like, oh shit, like I better go back and see some of those things from like 5-6 years ago that I was posting, and your parents get on Facebook, and it's like,
Oh, yeah.
because they'll dig for you, right?
They
They'll
do it.
be the ones that go, tell me about this picture 7 years ago. You're like, oh god, you gotta delete all that shit, get it off there. Right?
I was
Like,
motorboating a stripper. I'm sorry.
well,
What do you want me to do?
I don't remember her name, but whatever it was.
I deleted my personal account. I just have the one for my business, and that's it.
Yeah.
I went deep, and then I went to go log in, and then it said, because it says like 14 days, we'll delete all your shit, like all of it. So I screenshot everything I needed. I went back like a month just to go log into my other one, and it still was like, are you sure you want to delete this account? And I was like, fuck yeah, I do. There's so much stupid. There's a picture of me with no tooth. I got fake chiclets. Me and Chad Kroger in Edmonton at Stampede, no teeth. I'm just like, ooh.
The world needs that photo.
I was,
Yeah,
I
they
was,
do.
I was like, man, I lost my tooth to fucking Saturday
fucking
Night's
rock
All Right
god,
for
man.
fighting. He's like, no way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, I don't want that shit out there anymore.
Can't believe you disrespect Rock God like that.
Yeah.
What's wrong with you?
He takes a lot of shit, that guy. Isn't he from
Oh.
down south?
Yeah, he's from Hannah, Alberta.
Yeah.
It's about 3 hours. No. It's about an hour and a half away from my hometown, just
Yeah.
north of. Yeah, right.
That guy
up-
takes a lot of shit. When I lived in GP, he got hit with a shoe. And then so he came back like a couple years later, and somebody else hit him with a shoe, and he walked off.
Oh my
That's
God.
rock, man. You gotta
Yeah.
be prepared for that
Yeah.
shit.
People
man.
throwing bottles of piss at you and whatever.
Oh,
But
okay, that you don't need
Somebody
to be
threw a
That's a-
bottle of piss at him
that's
there.
an Alice Cooper thing, you know?
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
Didn't he pee on people?
Yeah, lots of guys did. I think the guy from Blind Melon did too. He beat on a guy from in the crowd.
Kroger gets a lot of heat, but like everyone sings along when a Nickelback song comes on. Everyone. I don't care who you are,
You're
how
not
much
wrong.
you say you hate them. Everyone knows the words, and everyone fucking sings those.
You're not
words.
wrong. I'm a Nickelback hater on the outside, but you throw them on, and I'm like, yeah, all right. Look at this photograph.
It's too bad. It's too bad.
Yeah, Saturday night.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting song, man. That Elton John remake, that one, like I remember bombing in my buddy's single cab truck, just pounding that, going to get in a fight in the parking lot of the movie theater in Sherwood Park. Had a mohawk, just fucking fired up, but getting amped up to go fight this guy and listen to that song. It brings back some GP memories, fighting outside the corral.
Is he still married to Avril?
No, I thought
is he?
Yeah, I don't know. I heard a conspiracy that she died and this new person, I don't know, like someone,
I heard that one too.
Dude, I seen that too, man.
I was like, I don't give a fuck about Avril Lavigne. I might have Skater Boy on my phone somewhere or something, but I don't know if I care enough to dig into a conspiracy. But I don't know. What did you hear?
I just remember watching that too, and it's like, and then like some guy like broke down how this new girl doesn't look like Avril, and somehow she died, and like
Chad Kroger killed her.
yeah, it's like some crazy conspiracy on how Avril Lavigne is dead, and it's like, like
I hope not, man. She was my crush back when I was 16, 17. Like,
yeah,
a little punk girl.
You
like
wear eyeliner?
tomboy.
Just you went full emo for a bit.
Oh, I didn't, but I was all about it.
Were you a punk rock kid back in the day?
Not at all. That's the thing. I was like the soft, like normal kid that was like, yeah, kind of like she's edgy, you know. she's edgy, right? Like she dyed her hair and she skateboards. That was cool. I was always into the tomboys though for some reason. Maybe because I wasn't very athletic. I don't know. It's like I want my girl to be at least.
Yeah, we need to try and make an Olympic athlete. Hey?
Yeah. Can my girlfriend kickflip? Yes. Awesome.
Fucking right.
Oh yeah, she's so deadly.
Then she bangs her face up. You're like, never mind.
We just went down a Nickelback rabbit hole, boys.
Yeah,
They
no
got us
shit.
again.
Speaking of rock, have you guys seen The Dirt yet?
Yes.
Yes.
What'd you think of it?
It was enjoyable because I read the book and I love Motley Crue, but it was fucking bad, man. Like the acting was shit, and like I don't know, it was really campy, but I think that's what they were going for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it was enjoyable.
Yeah.
I laughed.
I liked it because I read The Dirt, and then I didn't read all of Tommyland, and then I read Nikki Sixx Heroin Diaries.
Mhm.
I read, like, you know me, I don't like to read very much, and I'm not very good at it yet. And yeah, I'm 34, but yeah,
It's a tough
but I read that, so my wife and I watched it, and she's like, "Do you like it?" I'm like, "Yeah, but there's so much that they miss. Like, they got like the big events, but like, you know, Nikki's heroin addiction of like 300,000 or whatever a year and shit. Like, they didn't touch on that. That crazy bitch who was in his life.
Yeah.
It was a little like, it felt like there should be like a, you know, photos by Deb little filter on it. It was a little soft, but I liked it because I love the Crew.
Yeah,
Oh,
they could
man.
have gone way grittier with it.
Fuck
Obviously.
yeah, I'm a diehard Motley Crue fan, so when they started throwing that out there that they were doing a movie, I was going mental. When is it coming out? When is it coming out? Like, Motley Crue has always been my band, and so like, and especially that Jeff Tremaine was on it too, like one of the, you know,
Who's
Yeah.
that?
the director of Jackass,
Oh,
and
yeah.
he started all that, and it was just like the both of like every single ounce of every world that I've liked connected into one, just made it so much better.
Yeah.
But the film itself, like I enjoyed it. It, like you said, like there's a lot of like parts that it's, man, like how hard do you think it would be to condense those guys' lives into
I know.
an hour?
I thought it could be like a 10-part series.
It'd
When I clicked
have
it,
to be.
I thought it was like seasons. I liked that they all got together and did it and stuff. But yeah, I mean, it was good. I liked it because I love them. But I feel like if it was off Netflix, it could have been a little more edgier or broken out into like, you could watch 3 seasons of the
Oh
Crew
man,
from start to finish.
the
but
stories that those guys have. They probably forgot more stories that are amazing that can't account to like an average idiot like us. We could be like, hey man, this crazy thing there, and they're like, I think I did something like that, except there was like 19 hookers around me. I was high on methamphetamine,
Yeah.
heroin, and like
Yeah.
me and Ozzy did it.
Yeah.
Like,
It's me and Oz, you know.
Yeah,
Who knows what happened, right?
Like-
those guys had to have people tell them what happened in the stories, right? Like,
oh,
it's,
they
dude,
had.
do you know what you did last night? It's like, no, I don't. What did I do? And then you remember the stories because people tell you. You know what that movie was?
Right,
You know
right.
what that movie was
Oh, yeah.
missing? Glaring omission. Pamela Anderson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where was Pam?
I thought for sure she would have been in there.
Yeah.
Of that whole sex tape scandal had to have been in there somehow or another. I thought for sure.
How much more easy do guys have it when a sex tape comes out than a girl, eh?
Oh yeah.
Like Tommy, I don't
Oh,
think
yeah.
Tommy Lee even batted an eyelash when his sex tape
No, he's
came
like,
out.
I have an
No.
absolute rope, and I don't
And
care.
yeah, I was on a boat and we just had a time.
Yeah. Like, what do you say? I think Kardashian did all right from it, you know. But the Hulk Hogan one is the one that disappointed me the most. Shab talked about it.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Oh man, did you see that Hulk Hogan sex
I
tape?
haven't seen it, but
Oh.
I've seen like people commenting on it and everything.
It's tough to watch, man. I couldn't get through the whole thing. It wasn't anything that was worth going all the way through. I was like, oh, okay. I'm like, what? No. And then the phone, it was like a 3-minute clip, and the phone rang. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I'm out. But
No.
it was a little disappointing to watch. But
You think the Hulkster could throw down a little harder?
well, yeah, or just like give me a funny line or something. Like, I don't know. I guess you wouldn't want to say like, that was awesome, brother, or something like that after. But
So which of your male idols would you like to see in a sex tape?
ooh, I don't know.
Brad Pitt.
Brad Pitt, eh?
yeah,
I had
he's
a
a
dream
gorgeous-
about Brad Pitt, actually.
Did you?
Not a weird one. Like, I mean, any dream about Brad Pitt's kind of weird, I guess. But I was walking, and he was just like,
Hey, Shane.
they don't make sense. No, he's like, hey, are you my stunt double? I'm like, I wish, bud.
Yeah, if I was that gorgeous, I
Yeah.
wouldn't be a fucking stunt double,
Yeah.
idiot.
Ooh, that'd be a tough one, man. I think the one I would be most disappointed if I saw similar in like the same category as Hulk is like if a Don Cherry one came out, I would be like super like, oh. But in terms of like idols or
All
whatever,
right.
yeah, and
Let's
just make
go.
just make no sense at all, like mispronounce her name and shit. Yeah, fuck.
Well, the
But,
correct answer to that question was actually none of them because I don't want to see any dudes. I know, but
yeah, that's
good on
true,
you
but-
for playing along.
Yeah, I mean, you just I don't care. I'm secure, right? You know, you don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's yeah, I don't really think about it that much, to be honest with you, but
Now-
maybe
now you
Ryan
will.
Reynolds, Brad
Ryan-
Pitt, Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. I'd watch a Ryan Reynolds sex.
What's that?
Yeah.
Ryan Gosling. He'd be a good one.
Yeah.
He's a good looking dude.
Yeah.
My
Yeah.
old lady would lose her mind if what's the fucking Sons of Anarchy guy's name?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. I don't know his fucking
Jax
name, though.
Jax Teller. I never know his acting name or his real name. His acting name.
Oh, Jax Taylor was in Sons of Anarchy?
Jax. What was it? It wasn't his name like that.
Is it? Yeah, it's Jack. They just did that Triple Frontier with Ben Affleck. It's garbage. Don't fucking watch it.
Really?
It's absolute trash. I was like, oh, this is gonna be great. Recognized him from that. No, it was
That
absolute-
movie was bad? It was
Oh.
on the plane. I was going to watch it, but
It
I fell
was
asleep.
terrible. Janelle watched like 15 minutes of it, and she's like, "This is pure dog shit."
What
Is
were
it
you doing?
Charlie?
I was in my
Hemsworth?
sauna watching it, and then I left the remote out there. I was like, whatever. Didn't want to.
tough life.
I didn't want to lose the heat, man.
Yeah,
you know?
fair enough.
Yeah.
Gotta go sauna.
Man, it would be surreal to be an actor. Like that's like you work a couple weeks a month, or
Oh,
imagine that's your life.
You're around that more than anyone. Like, what do you see from it being
Well,
that
yeah.
close to it?
Well, I do docs, so I'm not around actors.
Yeah, but
really.
you've met actors like Mickey Rourke and shit.
Yeah, that Mickey Rourke's a trip.
Yeah.
Mickey Rourke's pretty. fucked
Really?
up. Yeah.
He looks like he's the most humble dude and just like full of like this the most charismatic fucking person in the room at all times.
His
He is.
face
You're not
changed a
wrong,
lot.
actually. You're
Yeah.
not wrong. That's exactly what he is. And to be honest, like the impression we came away with is he's just like a lonely old guy. Like
Really?
Yeah, like he's talked in interviews throughout the decades of him. Like he's like, yeah, I don't have a wife and I've got 14 fucking dogs and he loves his dogs. Like his dogs are like, if you go to his Wikipedia page, he's
Yeah.
got a whole section dedicated to his dogs.
Really?
Yeah, not that he wrote it, obviously, but we interviewed him for the Bisbing doc because they're buddies, and Mickey kind of took Michael out under his wing a little bit to teach him acting, and so they hang out every now and again. They both had kind of rough upbringings, and they both like to fight. So I was exchanging texts with his assistant, and he's like, oh yeah, can Mickey do it? I said, can Mickey do it this day? And he's like, what about this day? And I'm like, all right, so do you want us to book a location, or do you have a spot for us? And he sends us the address of this pizzeria. We're like, dude, we can't do an interview in a pizzeria while they're open. Like, we need the sound to be good. Like, from this whole setup here, you need sound to be legit. So we're like, can we, we just did it at Tito Ortiz's house. Can we do it at Mickey's house? And he's like, okay, sure. Here's the address. So he sends me the address to Mickey Rourke's house. And I pull it up on Google Street View just to get a look at this. I'm expecting this monstrosity of a mansion. The guy's been in like 40 films. This guy's balling in my eyes.
Got bank.
Yeah, he's banking it, right? So I look, and it's just this like little bungalow, like pink crack shack looking house. And so I sent a screenshot to the assistant. I go, this is Mickey's house? Like, just confirming, we're going to check it out and we'll be there on Friday. He's like, yeah, that's it. So I'm like, okay, I guess this is Mickey's house. So the whole crew has bets of like, is this actually his house? We thought maybe it's the assistant's house and Mickey just doesn't want us at his house, right?
Yeah.
And so we're all like kind of betting, and we pull up, and I go knock on the door because I'm, as a producer, I'm the one who's got to like meet everyone first and introduce everyone and facilitate. And so I knock on the door and I hear all these dogs barking. I'm like, holy shit, it's Mickey Rourke's house, because he's a huge dog fan, obviously. So the assistant opens the door. His name's Dima. He's this like Russian dude, fucking very pretty face and all like dolled up. I'm like, kind of weird, but okay.
Yeah.
So he lets me in, and first of all, the house reeks of piss, right? And I'm like,
Just
oh,
dog piss,
just
yeah.
dog piss and cigarettes. And I'm like, holy fuck, what is going on here? So I walk past him, I introduce him to the crew, and I'm like, is Mickey here? Like, I don't know. Like, I look down the hall, And at the end of this hallway, sitting on this couch, all disheveled looking, is the silhouette of Mickey Rourke. I'm like, holy fuck, Mickey's here and it's his house. So I walk over. I'm like, hey, Mickey, nice to meet you. Thanks so much for having us. And he gets up. He's got like crusties on his lip. His hair looks like straw. He's got like food on the edges of his mouth, and his fingernails are like outgrown. I'm like, holy fuck, he's like Howard Hughes right now. So anyway, he shakes my hand, starts asking me questions like, you know, about my life and my family. He's so engaging. And the crew comes in and everyone's like, oh, Mickey, nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. He starts asking everyone about themselves, and he's hanging around telling us stories. Before we know it, while the camera crew's setting up, he's like demonstrating like MMA moves on us. He's like grabbing me. He's like pretending to punch me, and he's like tagging my chin. I'm like, oh, fuck, Mickey Rourke's gonna knock me out. And
Glass jaw.
Yeah, and then he makes our director like clinch him. He's like, I want to show you a move Michael taught me. And so our director kind of clinches him over the head, and he throws his arm up and almost throws our director into the B cam that's standing on the tripods. Like, he just does not give a fuck. He's just like, all right, so we ready to go? He's like, oh, I got to get one thing. So he runs to the back room, and he comes out. He's got a shotgun, and he cocks his shotgun, points it at the roof, pulls the trigger, and he's like, all right, good, it's empty. And he puts it on the couch next to him. He's like, I'm going to use that for something.
He is gonna
Cocks it and pulls the trigger.
He's gonna desk pop his own house.
Desk pop his own house.
Spring of 08.
Yeah. So we're like, all right. So anyway, he ends up using it in the interview. He cocks it and points at the camera and pulls the trigger. Our cameraman's like pissing his pants. He's like, holy shit.
Could still have one down there.
Yeah.
Fuck.
The guy had guns all over his house, weapons. There was a spear by the back door. When we were moving the couch, like, I found a revolver under the pillow. And he's like, oh, sorry about that. And he tucks it under the couch.
Just a paranoid dude? Or
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. But, like, honestly, he was so nice and so engaging. And he was talking about, like, he boxes professionally. And he has for a long time. He actually started as a boxer, then got into acting in his 20s, and then acted for, like, a decade, 15 years maybe. Then quit acting in the early 90s, and then he got into fighting again. And that's when he took all this damage that required all the plastic surgery that he's clearly had. And I don't know if he's delusional now, but he said he's still gonna fight. He's like, yeah, I've got 10 fights and 8 wins. I really wanted 8 wins in my professional career before I retire. The guy's like in his 60s, you know, and he didn't look very spry. Like, when he got up the couch, it was like one of these just, you know, the old man noises. And so I don't know who he's gonna fight. He said it's someone in Russia, which makes a lot of sense, actually.
Yeah. Well,
you could go home. That'd be a good content piece. You boxing Mickey Rourke.
oh
Yeah, there you go.
Oh man, I couldn't hit that guy.
Hack versus Rourke.
Yeah.
He'd like throw a scarf at you, be like, oh, boom, sucker you.
Yeah.
But, like,
He looks like he has mitts on him.
yeah. Oh, huge hands.
Really?
And he's still he's sturdy. Like I said, power's the last thing to go. Like, he gave me a couple chin shots, and then he tagged me right in the gut, and I almost fucking puked. I was like, oh god, he's still got it, man. Like, maybe he can fight. Who knows?
Fuck.
Yeah.
Do you find it fucking like when you get in situations like man, you've been around, like you're doing that documentary with Donovan Bailey. I was looking into it, and then you got Michael Bisbing. You did the Making Coco, and then you were a part of Ice Guardians too, right?
No, so the producer I work with, Adam Squirgy, he did Ice Guardians. That was before I met him and kind of got into this whole world. But like, we talked to a lot of the same guys with Making Coco as we did for Ice Guardians.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, unfortunately, because Ice Guardians is a fantastic film.
It's amazing,
It's
man.
incredible.
And for those that don't know what Making Coco is, it's the Grant Fuhr story.
Yeah, that's right.
So when you're around these guys, man, do you find yourself like really fucking starstruck, or like looking around being like, this is fucking insane. Like, these guys are just, they're the pinnacle of athleticism. Like, a guy like Michael Bisbing, that guy he should be in the UFC Hall of Fame as an active fighter. He's just an amazing fucking fighter, and comes and wins the title the way he did on a short notice fight against Luke, and ices his ass.
Yeah.
Like, ices his ass. Like,
Destroy
that guy.
him. Yeah.
Man, that'd be so cool to be in the same room as him. And that guy just spews fucking positivity and like, I'm the fucking man. Like,
yeah, he's an alpha.
Yeah.
He's an alpha for sure.
He's a fucking badass, man. That guy's a thug. I've always liked him, right from when he was on The Ultimate Fighter till now.
Yeah.
He's like, do you find yourself like looking around and just being like, holy fuck, man?
Well, I'll tell you when it really hits me is when we start posting, you know, Instagram stories and on Facebook and stuff. And
yeah.
and people are like, holy shit, like commenting like one after the next of like, can't believe you guys are with these people. Like you get desensitized to it pretty quickly, right?
I guess, yeah. I
So,
never
like,
thought of it like that.
doing grants, right? Like it's a steady stream of Glenn Sather, Paul Coffey, Wayne Gretzky, Mark Messier, Chris Pronger, like Martin Brodeur. Like, so, you know, you kind of just, it's like a car wash almost. It's one after the other. And so, yeah, it's cool. But like you adjust really quickly. But then after the fact, you kind of look back, you're like, how many Hall of Famers did we just have on our film? Like it's, you know, it hits you at that point. But you can't let it affect you that much because you're just going to freeze and you're going to be an idiot, right? Like you still got a job to do. And what I found is, because I've, you know, in my personal life, I've met athletes and when I have a reason to be there, like when you're interviewing them, when there's a purpose, it's way easier to deal with. But if you're just at like in a suite at the hockey game and you run into one of these guys, then you're kind of like, what the fuck? Then you're like, what do I say? Right? Like, you're really great. I like your sports.
You want some popcorn?
Yeah. Can I get you a drink? Do you work here? No. Yeah. So when you have a purpose, it gives you a lot more confidence to execute what you're going to do. And you kind of fall back in that same like pregame routine. All right.
Yeah.
Here, you know, this is the crew. Like, I'm Shane. Like, you know, this is what we're going to have you do. You look at the camera here and we're going to ask you these questions and then it becomes easier. So that's sort of where we're at with that. But it's funny you should say that about Bisbing and the Hall of Fame. I don't know if you saw UFC London, March 16th. So we were out there filming his doc.
Yeah.
And we were following him through the whole event because he commentates still. And that contemporary stuff is good to have for the doc.
Yep.
And the UFC called us the day before. And they go, hey, so we got to tell you guys something, but you got to promise you don't tell Michael. And we're like, okay. What's up? And they're like, well, we're going to announce tomorrow night that he's getting inducted into the Hall of Fame.
Amazing.
And it's going to be a surprise. And we're going to call him down to the ring, and he's going to have the entire arena cheering for him. So we're like, fucking right. It's like, that's awesome. Like, that's our ending for the doc. That's the perfect way to end the film. But we had to not tell him, right? So we're hanging out with him, and he comes to us, and he goes, hey, guys, they're gonna call me down for a celebrity appearance midway through the fight night. So that might be good for the doc, right? Like, you guys should follow me. We're like, yeah, definitely. Cool. For sure. Let us know when you're going to go down. So we follow him down, and we're in the tunnel right where the fighters come out. And it's just him and the crew and one guy from the UFC. And he's kind of just rolling his shoulders, and he's like, oh, I'm kind of getting butterflies. Like, this is like when I used to fight. Like, I'm excited. And we're like, you don't know the half of it, man.
Yeah, just you wait.
Yeah. So I pulled out my phone and played Blur Song 2, which was his walkout song. He's like, oh, fucking right. Yeah, he's getting into it. And then finally they called him and they played his song on the main speakers. So we followed him out through the crowd into the next to the octagon. And they said they were going to do it. They were going to watch a fight from there first and then do it after. So we got to watch a fight right from ringside, which was a totally different experience. Like,
I bet, especially in an event like that.
Yeah. Well, and you know, to really see like the leg kicks, you see where the red spots where they get kicked, right? Like, I'd never experienced a fight from that close, so it made me appreciate it a ton more.
Not even a local one or anything like that?
No, like, I've been hockey my whole life. Like, I'm not really a fight fan, so this whole Bisbing doc has opened my eyes and got me so much closer to the sport, which has been awesome. But so the fight happens, and then they announce him, and everyone's cheering, and then they say is going to get inducted into the Hall of Fame. But he doesn't hear that part, right? So he's just up and clapping and waving to everyone, and then his friend next to him goes into his ear and he goes, no, they just announced you're getting into the Hall of Fame. And his face just lights up, and he does this fist pump, and someone caught an epic shot of him like mid fist pump, and he was just like over the moon, right? Because this guy came from nothing. Like, he's from small town England.
Look, against all odds, man. Yeah. He was stacked against him, and they hated him right when, like, a lot of people fucking hated him when he came in.
He quit mixed martial arts twice because he had to work normal jobs to afford life, right? Like, this guy worked in a slaughterhouse. He worked as an upholsterer. He worked as a door-to-door salesman in a window shop. Like, in small town, like Clitheroe has 15,000 people. It's like the backwoods, right? It's actually a very nice, affluent little town. But so anyway, he does the celebration. He gets the pictures. He does a lap of the ring, and then we're walking back to the elevator. And this is the coolest part. He's like, you guys fucking knew? He's like, like fake punching us. And like, I can't believe you knew and you didn't tell me. My doc crew, you guys don't have my back. Like, joking around with us. And we get up and we're parting ways. He's going back to the commentating booth. And he goes, I'm really glad you guys were here for that. And I'm like, yeah, man, of course. Like, it's going to look great on film. And he's like, no. Like, documentary aside, I'm glad you guys were here for that. Like, got to know you guys really well, and it's just cool having you around, and it meant a lot to have you guys personally there. And I was like, okay, man, I'll see you later.
That would hit me.
I
in
got
the
means-
goosebumps
that
like a
means a lot.
motherfucker.
Yeah, man, I'm glad we got the footage. No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
Completely opposite of what I meant. I
Yeah.
actually like you.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Oh, he likes me, guys.
Yeah.
Saying there's a chance.
Fuck yeah.
So
He's
that was
something
awesome.
else.
So then we went from the pinnacle of like UFC, like celebration and Hall of Famedom, and then we went with him to his small town in Clitheroe
Mm-hmm.
and interviewed his mom, his dad, his sister, his old childhood friends, and it was just such a stark contrast. And it was so cool to really see him where he came from, and
Yeah.
no matter what you think of the guy, I know he had a lot of hate when he started because he was brash and he was, heavyweight champion of trash talking.
Mm-hmm.
But and then he gained a lot of fans as he kind of kept winning, right? But to see where he came from, and like that's why we're so excited about this doc, is no one's gonna watch this thing and not be a Michael Bisbing fan after it.
Man, if you're not a Michael Bisbing fan now, after what that guy's done in the sport,
Mm-hmm.
and if you're like even like as a fight fan, and if you can't respect that guy, you're a fucking idiot.
Unless you're a Luke Rockhold fan.
Yeah, unless you're a Luke Rockhold fan.
I like-
Even then, you still gotta respect the guy.
And he did it all with one eye, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then he's got another. I think he said on Joe Rogan's podcast there that he is getting another eye surgery or whatever. But he's like basically blind for quite a while of that, like of his career.
Yeah.
Wow.
We covered in the doc, but the base, can't say too much, but the basic premise is that his eye was a lot worse than people thought it was.
I believe it.
Yeah. And he won the title that way and defended the title that way.
Yeah, man. That's the mindset of a fucking warrior.
Yeah. I forget what the stat is, but I think they said he's taken the most hits or knockdowns and still won fights than any other fighter in history. Like he's been knocked down the most in fights that he's won.
Guy's unreal, man. I met him in Vegas when they were doing the Ultimate Fighter, and it was just him, shaved head, with just his buddy in like some bar in the Luxor there.
Yeah.
And I look over and there's Dan Henderson with all his buddy, like a harem of girls in bottle service, and Biz is just like chilling there. I had like the BlackBerry with the click wheel, no camera on it. I want to get a picture with him, but I went up and talked to him and told him how much I respect him for like living in his car essentially while he was away from his family to do all this stuff. And he was the nicest guy. Like I was like nervous to go talk to him, and I was so validated. I'm like, all right, he's a real dude, because we've like all met guys where I'm like, fuck, that guy's a bit of a tool. Yeah.
Just a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hard. It's hard. Like you gotta not have expectations of these guys, right? Like
Mhm.
I'm a huge Joe Rogan fan, and we interviewed Joe for the Bisbing doc. So
Yeah.
I was like excited, right? I'm like fucking rights, get to see Joe and like say hi and tell him like what a big deal his podcast has been to me in my life. And he just rolled in like all business. Hey, we ready to go? Like, let's sit down, let's do this thing, let's bang it out. 30 minutes, boom, I'm out. Like it was nothing, and I was like disappointed, even though I told myself I like shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Because like he doesn't owe me anything, and like he's
It's true,
busy.
yeah.
He's working this UFC weekend in Vegas, and like he's still here to do the doc, and he gave a great interview. Like he turned it on, man. Like we were laughing our asses off, trying not to blow the take because he was so funny.
Mhm.
But it was just like, yeah, all right, that's enough for me. I said 30, and this has been 40, so I gotta run.
Yeah, I can imagine a guy like that on a UFC weekend is just like, do.
Mhm.
He's got so much shit to do and so many places to be that it's just like everything's so regimented that 5 minutes is like 3 hours in our world.
Yeah, 100%. But so he was great. We had Luke Rockhold.
Did you?
He agreed to do it.
No
We
way.
couldn't believe. No one thought we'd get him. And actually, it was Jason Perillo, Bisbing's striking coach, who he was like, "You guys should get Rockhold." And we're like, "Yeah, for sure, but there's no way he'd do it." And he's like, "No, I know him. I'm actually having dinner with him tomorrow night in LA. Like, do you want me to ask him?" I'm like, "Yeah, could you? Like, would you?" And he's like, "For sure." I'm like, "Just tell him like what a great time you had with us. Like, we're a good crew. We just want to tell like the fair, balanced story. Like, this isn't a Bisbing puff piece. This is documentary, right? Like,
Yeah.
we're telling the real story. So like, this is Luke's chance to have his say as well, right?"
Mhm.
And so he came in, and I picked him up, and we're driving to the set, and me and the director in the car with Luke, and he goes, "You guys know I'm not going to sugarcoat this for you, right?" We're like, fucking perfect.
That's what we want.
That's what we want, man. Like, this is your chance to like get your word in. And it was really big of him to do that. Like, he didn't need to do it. Like, he didn't
No.
need to take part in a project that's putting money in Bisbing's pocket, but he still did it. And it was epic. Like, his interview was so good. He had his hood up. He just like played the villain role, which he always does, right?
Yeah.
He's kind of a cocky asshole. And yeah, it was perfect. The last question was like, what could Bisbing do to like make it up, for you guys to be good enough to go have a beer together? And he just stares straight in the lines. He goes, fight me again. And he's like, that's all you can do. Fights are made to be 3, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, guys, I'm done here. Gets up and walks off.
Oh,
It
man,
was
that's
so
so
It was
sick.
epic.
That's so sick.
Yeah, so that was a fun one.
Fuck, man. Did you like did now with you getting your eye a little bit exposed to the fight game, did you notice anything like, obviously coming up in hockey and you've been around hockey players and like high caliber, did the difference between MMA fighters and hockey players, did you notice a big difference between the two?
To be honest, I thought to myself that fighters and hockey players seem to be the most similar out of all the
Yeah.
athletes, right? Like we've dealt with, all sorts of different sports and athletes, and hockey players and fighters just seem to have the most in common, right?
Yeah, big time.
And it's a shame that like fighters, because most fighters don't come from hockey nations, right? Like other than George St. Pierre, who was awesome, by the way. He was fucking wicked. He was such a cool dude. Like, but yeah, it's a shame that fighters don't know more about hockey players because they have so much in common,
Oh, big time.
especially the enforcers, right?
Did you see that thing with Brent Burns and Conor McGregor came?
No.
Brent Burns went to one of Conor McGregor's like training sessions. Did you ever see that?
No, I
It's fucking awesome. Yeah, Brent Burns is like a die-hard McGregor fan and got a chance to go meet him, and it was like watching a fucking kid meet like one of us when we were younger meet Wayne Gretzky. It was the funniest fucking thing ever.
Burns, he
he's-
looks like he's got his tooth, like he just lost one of his first teeth, and he's
Yeah.
such a kid, right?
Man, he was. It's so funny. Like he's like, oh yeah, dude, I do a little bit of jiu-jitsu back home, but I don't know. Like he's like just just talking out of his ass. It's just like how we would be with Brent Burns.
Yeah.
And Brent Burns to Conor McGregor. It's fucking awesome. And like McGregor's like, oh, how the fuck are you missing your tooth and like all
Yeah.
that, hockey, I got slashed, and he's like, holy fuck.
Yeah. It's cool to see those like top level performers show that mutual respect for one another, right? Like,
Yeah.
like actors all want to be athletes, and athletes all want to be actors. It's the funniest thing.
It is. Yeah, I've never thought of that. That
For
is like,
sure.
because you see everybody like a girl like Ronda Rousey, the pinnacle of the fight game. Like she was the next Chuck Liddell and a female, and then she's in all these films and all these commercials, all these endorsements, and then her career just goes.
Yeah.
Now she's in acting again
Exactly.
with the WWE.
Yeah, the
McGregor's
blend of both
retiring, isn't he?
Pardon?
McGregor's retired now, or is he said he's?
I think
I thought he announced it,
he
but
announced it.
I mean, I would too. You got the whiskey, you got $100 million or whatever from your Mayweather fight. So much other shit. I think when a guy has kids, you're like, I don't know if I need to get punched in the face for probably 30-40 million bucks, but he can go back to it any time.
yeah. Do
you think he's
when
running?
he comes back?
Do you think he's running?
I think this is a good PR move on his behalf. That's what I think he's up to. I think he's retiring, and
let
he's
them
gonna
clean him out. And
and then whatever, I'll vacate my title and I'll come back and retake it, and I'll just fucking retire again when Dana White hands me $50 fucking million to go
Yeah.
fight again.
and he owns some of the UFC too. They said like they had to give up a chunk of, I don't know, obviously like a non-voting share, but they had to give up a chunk of the UFC for him to like get into it and be able to promote with his whiskey. And so yeah, very smart guy, man.
He is.
I saw that doc on Netflix. It was good.
Notorious.
I think you
Yeah.
guys would do an even better one on that. Like the tone of that one was good, but
That was a follow doc, right? Like it wasn't
Yeah.
a legacy piece. That was
Yeah.
like a let's know what's going on in Connor's life right now. And our docs are totally different. Our docs are like you talk to all the friends, the foes, the family, the fans, everyone, and it's more of like a what's your whole story. Whereas that was like what a few years leading up to the Mayweather fight.
yeah.
Yeah.
I like those 24/7 pieces when they do the Winter Classic and shit like that. We were just
Big
talking
time.
about it. I love that style. Just that guy's voice, man. Like, imagine if that was your dad reading nighttime stories to bed.
Dude, you'd be jacked. I'd be ready to run through brick walls.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be going to bed, man. I'd be fucking jacking weight in the garage.
Yeah. Dad, tell me one more story. Let's go. Come on.
Yeah. What else you got? And then.
I don't know. Like, it's so hard to put ourselves in the shoes of those fighters, right? Like a guy like McGregor came from nothing, right? And he's just so hungry to win. And I'm always interested in like athletes' motivation, like their intrinsic drive, versus charted against like the money that they're making, right?
Yeah.
Like, we see a lot with hockey players and well, every sport really, but like you get that big payday, and a lot of guys seem to check out a little bit.
Yeah.
Now I've got a couple theories on that. Like one is usually you're a $4 million guy performing at a $5 million level, and then you get a raise to $8 million. It's like Well, people then try and overperform because, you know, they've got that pressure on them, this big contract looming. And so I think you can get in your head a little bit. So I don't think it's always that they check out, right? I think a lot of it is like the pressure just cracks them.
Yeah.
But then you look at a guy like McDavid, and clearly there's zero reduction in his internal drive after a $12.5 million contract, right? Like the guy is still putting it out on the line 100% every night. So it's just, you know, the differences in people, and it's, you know, I can't imagine a fighter too, because you're putting your body on the line every night, right?
Yeah.
And those guys aren't doing it for much money too, right? Like 16 and 16. I don't like ONE FC just dropped weight cuts, which is good, but they're 16 to win, 16 to show. Whereas Bellator just, pays you whatever. What were you getting paid for those scraps you were in? How did that all work? Like,
man,
$100 in a bag of pucks? Or
pretty much, man. I think the most I made was $1,200.
Hey, that's not bad though.
For a win?
Yeah, for a win.
Yeah.
6 to show, 6 to fucking win. But I had to pay for my own CAT scan because I had to get I couldn't get in time, so that was $400 gone.
Mm-hmm.
I had to pay. My coach was my manager, and he found the fight, so he takes, I think, whatever the percentage he was at the end of the day. And then I went out and partied with the money I was given. I went home with about $200. So I fought for $200.
And that's only enough for like a log of chew and like half now, unless you go down the States. But,
exactly.
So you had nothing left, and that's what I think. Like guys, like I'm fighting twice a year for $50,000, but I have managers and food and bills and all that stuff. And then with the sponsorship, like Brendan Schaub, Shane and I lined up Brendan Schaub when he came to town. We did a tour of Rogers Place and whatever, and talking about all that stuff. And it's I think it's definitely a tough business to be in when you're under that context and what's really left after the fact. He's like, man, I was making more from my sponsors than I was from my win and show money, and then they cut that out. He's like, I was making $150,000 to fight just in sponsors to wear like condom depot on my pants and shit.
It was crazy.
And then McGregor got $250, and he was the most. Most of them were like $2,500 from Reebok.
Yeah.
To fight.
I think a lot of fighters don't like fighting either, right? Like GSP says, I like the lifestyle, I like the training, the camps, like everything except walking to that octagon. She's like, I even like walking to the octagon, but as soon as the bell goes, that's what I hate.
Yeah, he's so scared. He talks about being scared and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He got in your interview with him. Did you guys? Obviously, can't go into too much details, but did you get a chance to talk about aliens? Have you heard him talk about aliens?
Oh no!
Oh man, he's obsessed. He's like, I think they took me and put stuff in my head. Like he's fucked, man. Like he's really into aliens.
Man,
but
that's fucking funny.
Yeah.
I could see that crazy French bastard being like that, man.
We had to keep him on the rails a little bit for ours, but I wish we could have got into that with him.
Yeah,
maybe if we do his doc.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, that'd be a good one to do.
I'm not saying we're not trying.
Yeah, that'd be fucking rad. He'd be a good guy to get going on because he's had a interesting career too.
And he doesn't like either of his previous docs, really. Like we had him on set, and our sound guy goes, he's micing him up. He goes, "Hey George, I watched one of your docs the other night." I was, which one is it? The one that sucks or the one that sucks less?
This wasn't the one like The Striking Truth, and it was with was that other fighter that was out of Montreal. I can't think of it. He's a black dude. He was pretty good.
Oh, that's his buddy.
Yeah,
I think if it's the same guy, his buddy / manager / bodyguard travels with him all over the place.
Yeah, he used to fight and shit.
Yeah, he's a nice guy actually.
I can't think of his name.
Eddie.
Is it Eddie?
Eddie something, yeah.
Probably people just like, how do you fucking not know that? But yeah, it's,
I know. Oh man,
he seemed like an interesting guy, super humble, just really the model of Canadian athlete. Like you were saying, there's not a lot of guys that come out of there. You got like Rory McDonald. There's lots of guys like Edmonton's a bit of a hub. I know guys. Steve Beaumont, my buddy, fought here for quite a while and stuff.
Tanner Bozer, my buddy, he fights this week. This will be released next week, but he's fighting this weekend. And yeah, he fights for M1 Global. They're tied to the UFC, and he's fighting in Kazakhstan.
Really?
Yeah. He fights in Russia a lot actually, and like
less regulations there.
Oh man, he the best story he told me. He got paid one time. He went to the top of this hotel, and he come through elevator doors. It was just about 6 Russians with AK-47s down a long hallway, and at the end of the hallway was this big fucking Russian dude with a cigarette in his mouth and piles of American money, and he just counted. He just sat there and flipped bills, counted out whatever he owed. I think it was like $10,000 American that he had to pay him right there. Hand it, and he's like, "You can count it." And he's like, "No, man, I'm straight.
I
give
trust
you-
you.
Yeah,
I'm good.
yeah. I put his cash.
What do you
in.
say too? You're like, you're $20 short. You're like, no, we're not.
No, we're not.
Count it again.
You're right.
Count it again.
Those idiots with those AKs, I think they're probably gonna agree with you, aren't they?
It's like a scene
Yeah.
out of John Wick or something. Like,
Dude, yeah.
Do not question the house.
Oh man, he's got so many crazy stories from fighting over in Russia. Like it's no man's land over there, and like he's not in like he's been to some really really rough areas and went and fought over there, and just like fuck, man. Like,
That'd be terrifying. Like I know guys even go in there in the KHL and play hockey, and they're like, you hear guys getting paid before the game, and then their money's gone when they come back out and stuff. I think it would be definitely sketchy. I just watched this one where there was like a cube with like a couple ramps and some stairs, and then like just a bunch of, it was like a gang fight. Like us three would be on a team, and we could beat the brakes off like one guy if we knocked out the other two guys, and they're just going full bore at each other. It's like six on six MMA in a small arena with a cube you can jump off. Some guy threw a guy and he fucking scorpioned off. I was like, ooh.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, I seen that, and they got like the obstacle courses and shit.
Yeah,
Sometimes it's gnarly. Like Russia is just the land of unknown over there.
I wouldn't mind going though.
I
don't
would
know.
too.
You guys should do a Danger Cat tour of Russia. See
The
what kind of
Russian
trouble you get
strippers.
over
Yeah,
there.
Russian strippers. Tanner's always telling me, because he's always close, like he's always on the border of all the stands whenever he's over there, right?
Yeah,
So it's
Uzbek and all that shit.
oh yeah, man, and like fucking, he was telling me one time like where he was like probably miles away where there was a war going on.
Yeah.
Like it's just nuts.
I don't know if I'd be
Fucking
going
nuts.
over to
You-
Kazakhstan.
Was that
to fight.
Yugoslavia? That's where all the shit was going down recently, I think, right?
I think so, yeah. Actually, he was looking into Kazakhstan right now, and he says it's good. He says it's pretty fucking mellow there right now, but once you start heading a little more into the Middle East, he's like, that's where the cowboy shit's going on. But he says Kazakhstan, he's like, I was looking in because he's like, when I'm going to these fucking places, that guy's got no fucking fear too.
Yeah, that's true.
So like for him, it's like whatever. I'm going to fucking fight. Like
Right.
I don't give a shit. I'm going there to fight. I'm not going to get in trouble with fucking military bullshit or nothing like that. So, but he always looks in and he says it's pretty mellow right now. Mellow for the Middle East, anyways.
I would feel safer just because bull rats from there, and they're the number one export of potassium, and I think it's a little bit safer.
Yeah, right.
Fuck, I just watched that again, man.
That is a classic film, isn't it?
I get like anxiety. Like I like watching shows. I'm like, holy fuck, when he's singing the national anthem and that chick falls off the horse and it's like, we're the number one exporters of potassium. like, oh my god.
Didn't he
Like
talk
a-
about like that was actually a serious like?
Yeah, he like tried.
event?
That Pamela Anderson thing was like everything he did. He like really did. He like 69, that big fat guy for real. Like
Oh my god.
that was just tough. And then I got in. What's that other one where he was a gay guy?
Bruno.
Bruno.
I started that, then I never finished it.
That was pretty fucking funny. Too.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's pretty fucking funny. Did you watch that Who Is America with him?
Is that the recent one he did?
Yeah, like that series.
Where he gets a guy to like suck a fake dildo and shit.
Yeah, and it's oh man, if you get a chance, watch that. It's probably like my old lady and me and her were like laying down watching. And she said, "This is fucking stupid." 5 minutes in, she's like, "This is fucking hilarious."
This is the shit.
He's like setting up politicians and making them look even
Wait,
dumber than they
That guy
actually
dropped
are.
that guy dropped the M bomb and had to like
Yeah.
retire.
yeah, he
Yeah.
made that one guy resign.
yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah.
it was that.
And he was yelling around in like America with his dick
Yeah,
out.
America. He can get guys to
Dude,
do that.
I think
man.
that's the
Man.
best. If you can untruth like or uncover someone's idiocy, just
Yeah.
go for it, right? Like
Yeah.
these guys, like so many of them just kind of
Sarah
buy their
Palin
way
was-
in
yeah,
and-
oh yeah, just
you know?
absolute jackasses of humans.
yeah.
Sarah Palin was the only one to catch on. She's like, no, not a chance. I know who that is.
Oh,
Yeah,
really?
She was
Good
the
for
only
her.
one smart enough.
And
to
she's the one you wouldn't think that.
yeah,
right?
you'd think like she would be the idiot.
No, can't fool an Alaskan. Not a chance.
She I seen a porn that was with Lisa Ann where she was pretending to be
Sarah Palin.
Sarah Palin. I was like,
I
that's
bet-
pretty fucking good. Like she looks a lot like her, just with bigger cans. I was a little surprised.
She's
Yeah.
trying to break into mainstream acting,
Yeah.
showing off her range, right?
Yeah.
For
Listen,
Alaska,
lady, just have sex on camera for money. Like,
Yeah.
let's not try and win the Oscar here.
How about
Maybe
the,
an AVN.
how about the guy who bought the house beside her just to like fuck with her and shit? You hear about that?
No,
Yes,
I didn't.
a guy bought a house beside her and her family. I don't know how many kids she's got, and she was like erecting this massive fence because the guys were like taking pictures, like basically just like creeping on them. So he like went to the extreme of buying a house right beside her.
Oh my
I
god.
watched like a little doc piece on it, and she was like kind of following her in her campaign trail. She's like, yeah, that's my neighbor, and he films us. We're like getting special permits. I'm sure she can get them to build like a really high fence and like force the guy out of Alaska. He just moved all the way there to fuck with her.
How much money
I
does
thought you were
this
talking
guy
about
have?
Lisa Ann for a second.
Oh,
yeah.
I was like, Lisa Ann doesn't have that much clout.
Yeah, no.
Permit clout.
Yeah,
Yeah.
LA permit for a fence.
Yeah.
No, this is Alaska. Good old Sarah Palin, but
How do
yeah.
you find this shit?
I don't know. Sometimes you just end up in a hole, man. You like, you go on and something will pop up, and you're like, click, and it goes on
YouTube
your
hole?
feed.
Or like
No,
a Netflix hole?
Instagram hole, or somebody will send you something. And
Whenever
there's
I'm
this-
really baked, I go down one of those like deep, and I gotta like know like the weirdest fucking facts.
yeah,
YouTube's
know?
the worst for that because
Oh,
they know
yeah.
what you like, right? And they show you everything that would be similar to what you're watching and what you're interested in. And like kids nowadays don't watch TV, man. They just watch YouTube video after YouTube video.
Man, yeah, I couldn't agree more. Like Johnny has 3 kids, and that's all they watch, man. YouTube.
Yeah.
And like fucking all these networks, and you see all the statistics of all these networks, man, and they're like trying to figure out how can we capitalize. The moment that those big networks move in on YouTube, it's gonna go to shit.
Yeah.
I don't know
feeling.
if they can, right? Like, how
They-
would
And
they?
a big deal or something like that, because I just read something that CNN, Fox, and all them are trying to work something out with YouTube
Mm-hmm.
to come on there and basically find a way that they can get paid through and like run their whole platform through YouTube now.
Right.
yeah.
That turns YouTube into a fucking powerhouse, man. And they're like,
Well, aren't they owned by Google already?
yeah,
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
owned by Google.
I mean, fuck Google, Apple. Those are the 2 of the most powerful companies in the world. Like
easily.
Amazon, Jeff
Well-
Bezos just banking it.
They get you now too. Like I was watching a game and they have a commercial. So even when you PVR, the commercial break is a split screen showing the guys are in the game, and then a commercial about Aflac insurance or something like that. Always doing it in the fucking commercials. I'm like, oh, you watch a highlight on TSN, and it's a 30-second forced commercial, and they just throw everything in there. So you're constantly, you search something, it's like, oh, here's Danger Cat's history, and then it's like, oh, here's snowmobiles, here's beer, here's guns, here, they kind of figure it all out.
Yeah.
And then you end up in a hole when you smoke a few, and you're like, oh, fuck.
Oh,
I
yeah.
didn't know that a hippopotamus farts out of his mouth. You know what I mean? Like, you just you find all kinds of shit.
Next thing you know, you're ordering all sorts of weapons online and
Oh.
one click from Amazon.
Man,
Yeah.
I've always wanted to get like a bulletproof vest, and then you just end up and you Google it, and you're like, Amazon, I'm like, $250. That's not reasonable. I wonder what it could take, and then you go up and all your suggested shit is all weapons. I've ordered so much shit on Amazon, just like I'm like, hey, you know what? I could use that.
The FBI is just you're fucking watching you.
Yeah,
Everything
yeah.
you do.
I'm
they're
ordering
waiting for
Tanner,
something.
right?
Yeah, he's like, man, this guy's gonna blow something up.
He just ordered 75 throwing knives.
He's got body armor, man. This guy's fucking starting a gang or some shit, man.
Where do you guys fall on that with like the invasion of privacy versus convenience, right? Like Google monitors everything you do, but yet you get these great suggestions of like, yeah, I actually really would like some fried chicken right now, and you're telling me that it's like 2 blocks this way. Perfect. Like, but then they capitalize. Some people have a huge problem on it. Like, I'm not one of those people. I'm like, hey, Google makes my life so much easier.
Big time.
Like,
I'm not doing anything either that's putting myself like, I'm not raping, murdering, or stealing anything from anybody, so I could give a shit. I'm
Yeah.
not a fucking criminal, so
yeah, exactly.
you can listen to my conversations. It's me and my. If they hacked into my phone calls, they'd be like, "This guy is fucking brain dead." This guy-
Well, the worst shit
Yeah.
is already you're posting yourself.
Yeah.
So
I'm posting the worst of the worst, and
Yeah.
then like the dumbest of the dumb is like me. I talk to my cousin probably every day. We talk the most, and
Yeah.
he's been on the show too. Shout out to Hooven.
Hooven, what up?
Yeah, and if they tapped into me and his conversations, man, they would just be like, "Man, these two are fucking stupid." Like,
Imagine being the agent that has to listen to it. Like,
Oh, yeah,
wasn't
God,
it the
God.
scene in Casino where the guys are listening and it's like that old lady on the phone, like just rambling on him with the neighbors and whatever.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
finally they hear that one tip after like months. They're like, oh my God, we got something.
just sitting in that shitty van
Yeah,
for
just-
hours and hours.
I got the headphones. Hey, you guys gonna be all right for a second if I go pee?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
I don't mind that stuff, but I find it creepy. I was chatting with my business partner, like we own that hockey school together, so we're chatting. We do our business calls similar to you and your cousin,
Yeah.
chat quite frequently, whatever, and we're talking about going to Europe because his hockey career is kind of.
Is that
Com-
Sir Dackney?
No, it's his name's Brandon Ralph.
Oh,
We
okay.
own this one, Fort Hockey Development.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And so we're chatting, whatever, and I'm like, his hockey career's coming to an end now, and he just finished up at Nate, and I'm like, yeah, I can still try and get you a pro deal over, somewhere else, and maybe end up in Salzburg playing for the Red Bulls. Just a phone conversation. I get home, scrolling through, doing my 10 minutes. Like, I really try to limit my screen time now.
Yeah.
Going through, and I look, and then it's an ad for fucking Salzburg Red Bulls to sign up to like a newsletter. And it was like, so I shut off my mic on Instagram, and it stopped showing stuff that I was talking about on the phone.
Isn't that weird?
It creeps me the fuck out, man.
It is super weird.
But there's nothing you can do about it unless you go like off the radar, which I think we probably both thought about. Where I'm like, you know what, fuck all this. I could just build a place, solar panel, come into town, do my
all the
shit.
time.
No, but don't want to deal with nobody.
Oh yeah. Like, it would be nice to shut off the noisy world of fucking electronics.
Yeah.
But then, like, you see, well, you're a hunter, so you get the grass of the outdoors. I grew up in a small town. I'm not saying I can go out and fucking make it happen tomorrow, but it'll take some work, and I think I could do it.
Yeah.
Just mentality-wise.
Yeah.
But, like, to just drop everything right now and just fuck off. Like, it's almost like when you go on vacation and you get away from your phone and you get away from, like, even if you're going, like that trip to Indonesia I went on that we were talking about. It was so nice. Like, I was barely on my phone. I'm just cranking beers back all day and just, like, sitting on a beach, man, having a cig, a chew, or whatever, and fucking enjoying it. And, like, you kind of... These fucking things, these cell phones kind of distract you from a lot of shit, I find.
They do. I watch my screen time, like I said, and then at like 9 o'clock, they all shut down, so I physically have to open it and ignore the timer for 15 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
You don't even realize it. And one of my best buddies who we did an interview with not too long ago, he just went on a 3-day silent retreat. He has a website that generates like 550,000 site visits a day. And like, so I mean, busy guy. He's got 20-some staff and then some overseas and whatever. He went for a silent retreat. He's kind of like a Russell Branson, Richard Branson kind of guy.
Yeah.
Like philanthropist type. And he went on a 3-day retreat, no phone, no nothing, a silent retreat. Didn't say a fucking word for 3 days. And he goes, man, I'm like completely reset from it. And it's hard not to, And I'm like, I want to do it, but I have kids, so it's like, I'm going to New Zealand. Soon, and I'll be able to, shut down a little bit and not check it. But if you're around bored, it's the first fucking thing you go through. And when I quit chewing for a bit, I had nothing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Fuck.
You don't
And then
even
you're like,
a big jaw to
how much does a
you.
polar bear weigh? You're just googling stupid shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. Oh yeah. But it's so lucrative now. Like, you fucking almost need it now to do.
Yeah, you
anything.
can't ignore its relevance or how like. I mean, you've got a business model that falls right into that, right?
Yeah. Yeah. It like, if we shut down and like, well, I mean, there's been times where we've been kicked off Facebook and we've been absent for a month and it was like peaceful.
Yeah.
You got kicked off?
Yeah,
What'd you do?
When we first started the podcast, I labeled one of our episodes Ass Eating Season.
Yeah.
And I put this picture of a guy's face buried in a chick's ass as the thumbnail. And it got flagged right away, like instantly flagged.
It's amazing they pick it up that quick.
Man, I don't know if it was somebody like, unless like their robotic system fucking picked it up and flagged it, or if somebody physically went and like clicked and reported it, and then we got reported.
One of the Facebook employees was searching for that on their break, and they're like, "You can't have this on here.
There's no ass eating on Facebook.
I wasn't looking for this in my free time."
Or maybe that's his job title, is like you have to search everything with the word ass or eating in it. And then he just found you right away.
At this point, it wouldn't even surprise me. There's probably some algorithm built that as soon as it sees like ass and eating together, boom, done,
Boom,
gone.
locked on.
Yeah,
And
fuck
then
right
your
off.
video of a donkey eating haze fucking getting shut down.
Yeah.
Touche. So what'd you have to
played.
do to get back on?
You just wait it out.
wait it out.
Yeah,
They give
timeout, TV timeout. Yeah.
you get a chance to get your shit back in
Yeah,
order.
go sit and think about what you did.
So did they say like, hey, if something like this happens again, you guys are gonna get banned for longer?
Yeah, well, first we got the 3-day, then the 7-day, then the 30-day,
Yeah.
and then I got another 30-day. I can't remember what I posted. It was something like somebody went so far back, and I made a fucking video about. There's one of my buddies I played hockey with, played senior with up here, and fought with him actually.
Mm-hmm.
He used to do this thing called trolling, and what he would do is pull his dick through his zipper and walk around the bar like you're trolling a fishing line off the back of a boat, and that's what he called it. So if a fucking girl grabbed onto your dick, you caught fish.
You caught
and
some.
you go home.
Did he ever
Fuck.
catch anything?
I don't know. I honestly don't know, but
I don't know.
Hey, I'm sure he caught something.
Yeah,
he's got a wrench on him, so like he might have got a few back in the day. So like
He knew what he
Thirsty
was
crowd out there.
Yeah.
Thirsty crowd.
That's ballsy.
And I don't know if I want to fuck the girls that are willing to just like see that thing and be like, yeah, right on. I'll take that
licking
down.
their
Let me get a
lips,
shot of
like-
Jack and we'll leave.
Yeah, yeah.
Another apple martini for the lady, please.
Just stirring it. That'd be a bold move. I was chatting with one of the boys. Like I was never like go to the bar, pick up chicks. Obviously, like that's the goal when you're young and you're like, yeah, you know, go to the fucking dance floor, cutting rug, trying to wheel girls, doing the grade 9 dance where they're like grinding on your knee,
Yeah.
like old school shit.
Just a bum rub on the knee.
Yeah, yeah. And then I went to the bar with a few of the younger guys, like in their early 20s. It was one of our buddies' birthdays. They were on a limo bus, and I'm like, I'm 34 as fuck. Like, how did I ever thrive in this scene? Like, how did I ever really do it? And I never really had any like tricks like that. It was always just like funny and chirps, and then like kind of feeling a vibe with a chick. But I got guys who would just go there and just like, you know, just pull every time.
Oh man, I wish I was the guy that I get a line in the water, start talking, and things would be going great. But then I'd love to floor it.
Yeah.
So then I get so shit faced, like I'm grabbing gears that have never been grabbed before, and I'm so shit faced and making an ass out of it, pissing my pants, and like just a fucking absolute anomaly of a fucking just a dipshit. So I'd fucking shoot myself in the foot every night, and it'd be like we would go out. For a while there, it was like every weekend, twice every weekend, and I couldn't fucking. Man, I couldn't close a cereal box, man. I was fucking horrible. And I could get the conversation started. Everything's going good. And all of a sudden, like, you want to start shooting some Jack?
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I'm fucking like, so, when are you going to let me eat your ass? And then they're like, get the fuck away from me, you cunt. Like,
Yeah, well, like, what do you expect is going to happen, right? I mean,
I don't blame them.
it's very hard to go from that, like, hey, we're just having a good conversation at the bar to like I want to be inside you, right? Like,
Yeah.
what is the appropriate sort of smooth transition?
I don't know.
I never figured that one out
I
either,
don't
right?
know.
Usually you just drink enough and then like you wake up, you're like, hey, that worked, I guess.
Yeah, and then, like, what did I do? I got to go back and I
You
got
gotta
to
take
make
some notes.
Yeah, fuck.
The polar bear line fucking kill.
Yeah.
Just don't offer to show her your gun collection. That usually doesn't work.
Yeah, I always did the on a pool table, and not many guys know this. You flex your tricep. You're like, you want to try some, or you want to buy some? And, just,
Oh my god.
Love it. Love it.
and then it just kind of breaks the tension. Then I'd be like, you know, do you ever watch The Price is Right? And be like, yeah, I'm like, I fucking love that show. Do you want to like hang out and eat chicken noodle soup, watch Price is Right? I'm like, yeah, sure. It's way less like creepy before you're like, hey, do you want to come back to my house and I'll fuck you on the couch and just kind of creep them? And they're like, you were at like a 4, you grabbed a couple gears, and now you're probably going to piss on me, so you can fuck off.
Yeah, exactly.
But there are those types who just they need to know, like, all right, who's going to be game, right? So you may as well just get rid of all the non-combatants, right?
Yeah.
Just get rid of all the people who aren't going to play ball, and you see what you're left over with. Right?
Yeah, fail faster.
Yeah, fail fast, right? Open with the piss line.
Yeah.
See what happens, right? Eventually, or there's guys that are just so outrageous that it just works for them, right? Like they're serious, but everyone thinks that they're not because they're just being absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah, and some
And-
girls like, oh, I like your confidence.
Yeah, and they get back home and who knows what happens from there. I
Go,
wasn't one of those
go
guys.
heels to Jesus.
I'm just surprised you guys danced at high school dances. I thought you had to just sit in the corner and think about dancing.
No, I'm talking
That was my
like the
style.
Blue Yak and Olds and the Corral in Grand Prairie, just doing loser laps, trying to find some chicks and then get on the dance floor.
Yeah.
You could end it up with a 2-step, you know, or start up with a good 2-step. And the girls that are into that are usually the ones that are better at you, that stay sober. And then they usually have, you know, a nicer friend. And then there's always the one who's just like looking to score, who's just after a young guy like Hack.
Yeah, right.
He looks so badass.
Yeah,
He's
right.
wearing his Def Leppard. That's my favorite fucking band.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
One more dart and I'm going to go talk to him.
Let me finish this cardio stick.
Yes.
Fucking rights, man.
Until they come up and talk to me and I open up my mouth and then it's just like, holy fuck, this
And that's
guy
why they
is
pile the
the-
jack into you.
Yeah, they're like, just completely a lunatic, just dead on my heels.
What town are you from?
Tabor, Alberta.
Tabor?
Yeah.
What went on there growing up?
Oh man,
What
we
was
were
the scene like?
dating, like girls wise,
Everything.
Everything. Tabor's kind of it's your fucking typical 7,000 person town. Everybody's shit faced every fucking weekend. You know, you're trading girlfriends because that's what you do when you break. Not trading them physically, like you know what I mean. This guy breaks up with her, so then
okay,
you go and date her, and then like it's just like that's the mentality. But it was always I don't know. We fought each other, and it was just kind of like meh, whatever. Like
It's just a lot of people in a small amount of space, right?
yeah, it is really.
Is it a city where a lot of girls ride bitch if you got like the front row and the far sides and they're still sitting in the middle with the curtains on the back window of a...
I don't know if you know what Mennonites are.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, you know they were the ones to do that.
Oh yeah, Rum
I
Spring.
literally have no
Yeah.
idea what you just said.
Like ride bitch, like when if you're driving in a single cab truck and the girl, there's an open spot by the door, but
Yeah.
they sit right on you or sit
okay.
right beside you.
In the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then sometimes you see like a long box, low rider Chevy with the curtains in the back window and a girl riding
yeah.
bitch. That's usually a good guy just put everything into his truck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I grew up in Vancouver. There weren't many single cab trucks out there.
Yeah, no, it's mostly just Lamborghinis. Everything's a 2-seater there.
Oh, you're one of those guys.
Yeah,
eh?
man. I was
Vancouver
I was
kid.
a city slicker.
Oh Lord.
I've been in Alberta for 7 years now, though.
Did we transfer you over? You a little
Yeah.
more rednecky now?
Yeah, I traded in my card.
That a boy.
Yeah.
That a boy.
Edmonton's home, man. Like I have to say, Vancouver's an awesome city, and I've been in great cities around the world. But like, there's just something about this town.
I like this fucking place, man.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
like it a lot. I like it way more than my hometown. I don't know what the vibe is in this. Everybody's like, it's so disgusting. I think that's what I like about it. It's fucking grungy, man.
Yeah.
It's not Calgary, and everyone's like, oh, it's still so much nicer downtown. I'm like, yeah, it is, but it's a good city. There's lots of nice little pocket
Fuck
towns
yeah.
around. You can do lots of shit.
I love it, but I'm glad I didn't grow up here because, you know, you go through all the shit of like high school drama and this person fucked your girlfriend or whatever. Like it's nice to not have any of that history. So everyone you meet is like you meet as an adult and as a decent human being.
Oh yeah, as like a brand new.
Yeah.
It's a brand new door open.
Yeah,
I see what you're
exactly.
saying.
The world is full of possibilities.
That positive mindset,
I
brother.
guess. Yeah, brother.
How did you pick this place though? Like, why Edmonton? Was it work based?
Yeah, it was work based.
Yeah.
I got an offer from my cousin to come up here and start operating pipeline
Mm-hmm.
back in when was that? 2014, 15, right around in there. And then I just kind of stayed at my cousin's place, and they lived out in Fort Saskatchewan. So I'd go and I'd come up and work my 8 and 6, stay there for 8 days, go back to Tabor for 6 days, and then finally that drive just started getting old. So then I just asked, can I stay with you while my days are off, and I'll promise like help out around the house and that kind of shit. And then it just conspired into me like, fuck it, I'm gonna pull the trigger and just move up here. Oh, sorry, bumped the table. Those mics are just bouncing around.
Just dangling in front of me here.
Yeah, and then I just never looked back, and it just kind of set my roots here, and I fucking really enjoy it here. Like I really like this place. Like the nice thing is too, like you say, all those small towns around. Like I want to move out to Morinville. That's where I want to end up. And we've been looking at places, but you got Morinville right there, 15 minutes away from Edmonton. All the amenities that you need, like you still got the small town vibe, you still got the city. Everything is just like the map of it is just perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a nice setup. Do you remember the day that you left? Like, do you have it written down? The day that you left, being an operator and did this stuff?
Actually, we're coming up on a year.
Really?
April 3rd, some end of April sometime.
Yeah.
And that was we lost our contract, and then I had a conversation with Mike and being like, should we go for it or what? And he's like, fuck yeah, what's the worst that can happen? I can go back and do the things that I was doing before, work a labor job, I don't give a fuck. And yeah, we just kind of fucking threw some gas on the fire and figured out let it burn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
What's next for you guys?
Right now we're working. We got so many projects and irons in the fire right now. We're starting up this new series called Danger Kittens, where we've had like dancers and strippers and models come on, and like we're doing our own Playboy kind of Suicide Girl spin on it.
Mm-hmm.
And we're trying like not to release too much, but we're trying
Give
to
a little teaser.
A little
Yes,
teaser.
yeah.
We want to make it into like a website of our own,
Mhm.
and like kind of create this universe where these girls have a place where they can make money doing what they're doing, and like a decent amount, and like, because fuck man, everybody's getting hosed. Like that sex industry, the more and more you look into it, it's just like, man, they get fucked over so much. So if you could make something fair that can generate all these girls to come to one area and make, a decent living, and we can, I'm always after the content. I don't care about the money. It's like the content and building the branding. The branding is the funnest part to me, I find. So it's like that part I enjoy. The money, I don't really fucking care. So if they take most of the money, I don't give a shit.
So you're gonna be like a dancers union. You're gonna like
Uh,
unionize these girls and have
Maybe.
a place to be.
Yeah, that'd be kind of crazy. Like,
Yeah.
just change the game. on
Yeah,
them.
you should.
I'd probably have a lot of fucking people gunning after me, man. Like,
Yeah,
a
you
lot
would.
of fucking
Lot
bad
of
people
bad
would not
people.
like me.
For sure. Yeah, you gotta hunker this place down.
Yeah,
get
like
a
I'm gonna
fucking-
have to hire somebody. I'm gonna need your
Yeah.
vest.
Yeah, I'll order 2. I'll put 2 on there.
You bring the
Yeah.
throwing stars here.
Yeah, well,
some
they're
security,
actually
let's pump this up.
tomahawk like axes. It's not throwing stars,
Oh,
but
okay.
it's knives and tomahawks. I'm not into the stars yet. I'm not. That's like level probably 9, I think, to throw that. You
Yeah.
cut your hands lots. I'm not there yet.
Level
you know?
9.
What are you
Yeah.
at? You're at
Like a
level
7.
a
Like
7? You're
I'm
that
accurate.
high?
Yeah, I think so. I'm a natural axe thrower.
Wow.
You know,
natural
I have
axe.
250 Neanderthal variants according to 23andMe, which is higher than most people.
23 Neanderthal variants.
250,
250.
which is 50% more than anyone that's done it. And yeah, it's just something I read on. I did the 23andMe where you send your DNA in, and I
Man,
was like, I'm
gonna
fucking half
clone you.
Neanderthal.
Yeah, but those guys didn't throw axes.
Yeah, but they threw shit. You know,
I don't think they did.
How do you think they fucking killed
They
woolly
didn't
mammoths?
they didn't have the shoulders to throw.
Man, they threw rocks. They
No.
threw all kinds of
You
stuff.
got to read *Sapiens*, man. You're way off base here.
Well, I just have it in my own head how they did it, and I'm one of them. So fuck you.
all right, you want to be a Neanderthal? I'll let you be a
yeah,
Neanderthal.
power to you.
Yeah, so I got a fucking baked potato nose and just a fucked up face, you know.
Fuck, rip on Derek's season.
Hey man, we make fun of ourselves. You got to.
Yeah, you have to.
We're not all top 10 models like you, fucking Thunder from Down Under.
Yeah,
I don't know about that.
fucking Vancouver kids.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Wear a uniform to school.
Oh yeah, man.
Did you actually?
Oh yeah.
Did
Oh,
you? That was
man.
just a guess. That was a shot in the dark.
Private boys school.
Oh
Wow.
man.
Oh yeah, I had the
That's-
tie, the gray slacks, the blazer, all that shit.
Wow.
I fucking hated it at the time, right? All boys school, like there's nothing worse. But looking back on it, not having that distraction of girls in class, like you're not afraid to look like an idiot, ask stupid questions, like not worry about what you look like. Like I don't know if it better prepared me for the world or made it worse. But we also had like our sister schools, like the Crofton and York were the all girls schools.
Yeah.
And so we like organized the dances with them, and we always hung out and stuff. So it was not total isolation, but yeah, it was tough sledding, tough sledding for a long time.
I think I probably would have done all right. I didn't do good in school. I was just going through all my old report cards, and it was like all the same thing. Like Derek is a distraction to the rest of the class. He will not succeed in this structure. She wanted to put like a fucking dryer box around my desk, and I had to like put everything in a Tide box beside. Cause I'd always fidget.
Yeah.
And always trying to get girls' attention and shit. So I probably would have done better. And we were so fucking poor. My clothes were just garbage. And I think wearing a suit would have been probably. I would
Made you feel a little bit better about yourself.
Yeah, instead of
Put some
fucking
pep
going to
in the step.
Zellers.
Yeah?
Yeah, going to Zellers and fucking buying
Dress good,
Power
feel good, play good, right?
Man, I'll never forget. I picked out Power Ranger shorts instead of Tasmanian Devil shorts in like grade 4 from Zellers, and I got fucking ripped forever. And I like Power Rangers.
I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
I would have been your homie on that. That's
Yeah.
a power move. I was a
Yeah.
big Power Rangers and
Yeah.
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
100%.
Yeah.
Tasmanian Devil, that little bitch. What did he do? He didn't fight nobody. He
Yeah.
didn't fucking.
Everyone watched Power Rangers. If you
Fuck
didn't, you're
yeah,
full
they
of
did.
shit, right?
I know, but
Same
I
with
was-
Nickelback. You
everybody-
all listen, you assholes.
Yeah,
you all listen.
exactly. And everybody, when they got older, wanted to fuck the pink one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's-
Kim,
Yeah.
Kimberly,
Everybody wanted to fuck her.
Pink Kim.
It's like no different than who's the chick from Saved by the Bell. Everybody wanted to throw it at her.
Kelly Kapowski.
That's her
Yeah,
name. Yeah, yeah.
Kapowski. Yeah.
I got ripped in grade 1 because I don't know why I did it, but I bought a Barney costume for Halloween,
Yeah.
and I went to school dressed as Barney because, like, I don't know, I watched Barney and I like Barney, so fuck off.
Yeah.
But I went to school and just got lit up. Everyone was on me like, Barney's gay, and I was like, I didn't even know grade 1 kids knew what gay meant. But so I ran home at lunch crying, and my mom's like freaking out trying to figure out what to do with this kid, and she's like, I really thought the Barney suit would play at school, but I guess not.
Oh
A
man.
little out of touch, Mom, but she's like, I'll tell you what we'll do. How about let's go into your closet from last Halloween. Let's pull out your Batman costume. I
Yeah.
was like, okay, that sounds good. So I roll back into school second half of the day, and I'm dressed as Batman, and I'll tell you, I've never had a day turn around like that, man. I just rolled right into there, like, here we go, Batman's in town. And fucking rest of the day was great. Dark Knight came through.
I think that would have dominated. I don't regret the Power Ranger shorts, but and then my mom and I used to go to Salvation Army and buy shit, and I bought these shorts. They were Pepsi, like somebody won them in a case of pop or whatever.
Yeah.
And I wore Pepsi shorts at gym class. And then the boys call me Pepsi for the last 2 years. Like, hey, Pepsi. I'm like, fuck, man. Like, just like,
Those are my
one
favorite
time.
chirps, man.
Yeah,
I love it
one
when
time.
like you get a new haircut and they're like calling you haircut. And
Yeah.
It's just so simple but so great. It
Yeah.
just gets to the point and you're like, fuck, man, that digs deep. I'd rather be called a fag or something like that.
Like, it's so true. Yeah, it's I get ripped on a lot. You know, it affects a guy once in a while when you think about it. But then you see that guy that was an asshole or whatever. Saw him in Mad Hatters when I was in GP there. And I was like, basically like, all right, I think we should settle the score. Like, he put me through hell. Let's fucking go. And he just completely backed out. So I got like the end victory, but it was a long time of fucking torture.
Yeah, he won a lot of the battles, but you won the war.
Yeah, that's right. And,
Life's not over till it's over, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, don't look at the score at halftime.
yeah, I just went up to him. I'm like, have you ever picked up your teeth with a broken arm? And he's like, I can put you in a fucking mayonnaise jar. Just go full
Try
crazy.
not to laugh.
Yeah, the picked up your teeth with a broken arm is probably one of my absolute favorites. And guys are like, I used to try and stop fights by the end, but I'm like, are you sure you want to do this? And I'd say that is my go-to. Pull out my teeth, put them in my pocket, take my watch off, and then by that time, guys are like, I think you might have done this before. I don't know if I really want to fight.
Yeah, anybody that's pulling out jibs is just like, that's the number one. It's
Yeah.
like, if you're pulling out teeth or have a guy with cauliflower ears, it's
Yeah.
just like, oh man, I'm in for a long night if I do this one.
Yeah.
The ears give you any guff? Like you kind of got a little bit of it?
Yeah,
but
they're not too, mine aren't too bad.
but they're sweet enough that it looks badass. You know
yeah,
what I mean?
like,
Oh, yeah.
like those headphones that you, like the earbuds are hell for me,
Those
man.
won't work
They-
for ya?
oh man, they hurt so bad. And
Yeah.
like if I sleep on this side, this one's like the worst side on my left side, so it'll like irritate me because it's like all that dried up cartilage and it's just rock hard and
Yeah.
it'll press against your fucking head.
Oh, yeah.
So it just annoys the fuck out of
So
you.
what happens? It just gets inflamed and it just builds up and it just puffs out basically?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just trauma to the ear, and I don't know what the fluid is inside of it, but it fills up. Like my ear was probably like having a chew can on the side of my head, and I had to go and buy syringes, diabetic syringes, and like drain it myself.
Holy shit.
Oh.
Yeah, and then you take it and then you tape it so that way it compresses it and stops the fluid from going back
Yeah.
in. And you would do this like, and it fucking hurts. Like cauliflower ear fucking hurts, man.
Yeah. I've
And-
legit never heard of this. This is fascinating. What'd you do with the liquid? Did you fuck with buddies? Did you do anything with
Put it in a
Or-
shot glass?
yeah,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
should have.
Who wants to shoot? Like, who loses a bet? You got to shoot my ear juice.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, it was like a mixture of blood and like that clear like fluid. You know,
Oh.
if you like have like
Pus.
yeah, pus.
Yeah.
And yeah, it just was nasty shit, and it fucking hurt. And like you have to like stab yourself in like certain locations over and over and over
Yeah.
again. So like you'll run through probably. I can't even imagine how much shit I pulled out of these fucking things, but it was
Whoa.
quite a bit. And mine aren't even as bad as
Yeah.
some dudes around. even
Yours,
just around
you'd
here.
never even look twice at yours. Like, you wouldn't even,
No.
unless you're looking for it, right?
I
Yeah.
always look for it. It's just a natural habit. I just
Yeah.
am like, oh, that guy's good. I've seen guys get just absolutely fuck bagged by guys half their size with cauliflower ears.
Oh yeah.
So that was always, I was always looking for that. Even the
I
guy
know
beside
that.
us at lunch today, I'm like, oh, he's got cauliflower. I look.
You were looking at him. I was looking at his girl.
Oh, she was an
Yeah.
absolute
Yeah.
missile on
Yeah,
sure, but yeah,
Yeah.
she. Yeah, but the cauliflower. I guess you were around like Bisbing's look fucking
Bisbings
terrible.
are bad. Yeah,
The
Bisbings
jobs
are-
were bad. too,
Bisbing,
man.
like, he doesn't have that, like, inside the ear, you can see, like, the different, like, paths and canals and stuff. He doesn't
Yeah.
have that. It's almost just, like, flat and then a little hole where his ear canal is.
Yeah.
That's it. But, fuck it. You rock it, right?
Mhm.
Making millions of dollars.
My
to
buddy
fight.
Teddy Ashes are for like they were gnarly, and like he just said fuck it, and I don't even think he was draining his at one point, but like his were fucking gnarly, and like his is probably the worst I've seen.
Is that the worst injury you had from fighting?
I've got my nose broken and just like fucking my knees up, and my elbows are the worst now.
Still?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like they're horrible. There's chips that float around in them.
Oh,
And if I if I lean on the table weird, those chips will like dig into a nerve, and it just sends a shock. Like if I'm driving with you and I lean on there and you see me go like that, that's what that is. Yeah,
Is that from rolling or is that from blows to the ear? Like lots of guys have it from jiu-jitsu. I know the injuries, the joint ones are from jiu-jitsu and stuff, but the ears, is that from just getting your ears beat off, or is it from guys grinding and rubbing on your ears?
Grinding. I had a jiu-jitsu coach up here, and he goes, "We're gonna get that other ear." And he was a black belt, and he slapped a triangle on me, took his elbow, and just grinded it on my ear until it inflamed.
Fuck off.
And I was like, "Fuck!" And I'm like trying to get out of the triangle, and he's just digging his fucking elbow into
What
my
a prick.
Yeah, and he's like, but he's just an old school Brazilian, like from the motherland. Like, you've got to be tough. You got to be tough.
I
Like,
guess.
it
like,
just beats that, man. If you need a confidence boost, you get around that guy for 5 fucking minutes, and he's like, "You got to be a lion in the jungle," and he'll have you, man, so jacked up. He's like, "I can't wait to watch you fight." And he always called me Sahach. I guess it's fucking Brazilian for hacksaw. Sahach, come over here. Come over here.
Come, let me tell you something.
Yeah, I
Sarge.
got advice for you. I got advice for you in this fight. I got advice. And like a Brazilians, man, in the fight game are the best, man. They're all like, they're fucking mental.
Passionate. Those
Very.
Latinos are passionate.
They don't give a fuck about the money. They just like, I want to fight. Like, we'd be in the gym sometimes, and like, he would look at the guys doing kickboxing in the corner, and he goes, "I'm going to challenge them." Middle of class, he'd get up, and he fucking throw on gloves, and he'd go fight these fucking guys, man. He was mental. Like, he was the coolest dude ever. Paula Amzem Bourgeois, I can't pronounce his last name, but he was gnarly.
That's wild. So did you follow UFC from like the time that it was actually pitting different martial arts against one another?
Yeah, my old man actually got me into it, like, right when it came out. When the first one I watched, it was like one of Ken Shamrock's, like, one of his first few fights. I didn't watch it right from the beginning, but my old man was huge into UFC, and when we were younger and go to his house, he'd go, remember when you had to, like, rent the tapes?
Yeah, King of the Cage.
Yeah.
They were in the porno section too, right?
Yeah, he would go and rent it, and then we'd watch it. Yeah, he's
You
like,
have to go through the barn doors to get King of the Cage.
Tapes.
yeah, man. And we'd watch those and like the Tyson fights and all that kind of shit, like growing up, and like that was like the thing when we go to his house when we were younger.
Yeah.
So it was always like, and plus he was like this gnarly, tough street fighter guy. So there's this fucking reputation coming down on our last name. Oh, I'm fucking black here. You're black here. What do you think? You're a tough guy too?
Yeah,
Like,
funny you should say that. Actually, that's exactly what Bisbing's siblings had, right? Like,
really?
yeah, like his older brother was a shit disturber around town, and we talked to his sister, and even his sister got, "Oh, you're Bisbing, like you think you're tough," and like she's like, "Well, I'm not, but my brothers are pretty tough, right?"
Yeah.
And guys wouldn't want to date her because of who her brother is, and they're
That's
scared
fucking
they'd
hilarious.
get the shit beat out of them. And then, yeah, it's just it's funny how that works, right? Like your last name, people just assume shit about you.
Yeah, big time. And I never fought in high school or nothing. Like, there was a couple incidents where it was like, okay, like, you're fucking with my buddies, let's go. And it was just like, nothing came out of it.
Yeah, it's just organic. It wasn't planned. It wasn't like, meet you at the flagpole, and, you know.
My buddies were always tough, though, so I never had to fight. I always hung around, like, you know, I was like a product of a single mom, so when she was working night shift and I have free reins to go do whatever I want, I'm hanging out with the older kids that were, you know, they were tough, they fought and all that, so I don't know, I think by default, nobody wanted to fuck with me.
Right.
I think. I don't know. Like, this is assumption.
Yeah.
But
it's just not worth the time, right?
yeah, it's like I was the young kid hanging out with them, so they were like, yeah, you know, fucking whatever, hack's good, or like whatever it was. I don't know what the dynamic of our relationship was at the time, but we all hung out, and they like kind of looked out for me, kind of. Yeah. So like the older dudes always kind of had my back, so it kind of gave me like that free pass to do whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
Did they give you your nickname, or how'd you get that?
I got the nickname from one of my old man's buddies from the old wrestler Hacksaw Jim Duggan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. From when I was younger. Hooven, the cousin that I was telling you about, I used to hit him over the head with a mini stick and shit, and like always beating him up, like for no reason, just a little asshole. And one of my old man's buddies was like, "Oh, he's like Hacksaw Jim Duggan," and then it stuck since I was like probably like 2. Maybe.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
That's sick. That's a good one. You've carried it for a long time.
Yeah, man, and it's crazy. A lot of people don't even know my real name; they just know me as Hacksaw. Even in my hometown, man.
Really?
Yeah.
You put that on your IDs?
I wish.
McLovin. Just like McLovin.
One name, Hacksaw.
You could change your name, like what?
I could, yeah. That would be actually pretty intense.
Use it as an official middle name on your passport.
Oh my God! I imagine I'd just like who? Okay, first off, what lunatic parent put your middle name Hacksaw?
Hey, Mr. Hacksaw, please come forward for further screening.
Yeah,
we're gonna flag you. So you've been randomly selected. I get randomly selected a lot.
Oh man, I could just imagine having a name like that attached to a guy.
Yeah, it's funny. People just have either they have that look or they don't, right? Like I never get hassled at the border. Like, it's always just like go through. But our other producer, Adam, he's always getting questioned, and he looks a little more gruff. He's got the beard. He used to fight. Like, so he's, he's always getting questions. And I think it's just the way you carry yourselves, right?
Big time.
Sometimes they eye you up and they're just looking at you like, this guy, I'm gonna grill this guy.
With him.
Yeah.
Something's off with him.
Something's off. But it's weird how much power those guys have. Like, we were flying we were in Toronto. We landed. We're waiting to get our bags and get our connecting flight. And there's this guy that's just walking, the security guard. He's got a gun on his hip, and he's just walking around asking people to see their passports and their boarding passes. And I didn't even know you were allowed to do that, like randomly, right? Like, you're just standing there waiting for your bags, and people are getting nervous because he's like singling them out. And I think it's so much harder when you get singled out like that. It scares the shit out of you. You're like,
they can go through anything, man. They can fucking. I watched that border security. I was like, let me go through your laptop, and he's like, says here you're coming here to visit, but you got all your shit, and you got all these like little cards that you brought with you from your family, but you're not moving here. Go into your laptop, and he's like, oh yeah, it says here you're going to work in BC and plant trees. And then they can do whatever the fuck they want, man. I hate authority, so it's fucking that shit bothers me. That's why I got Nexus. I'm like, fuck you. I'm just going through. I'm not doing anything bad.
Do you have to talk to anyone with Nexus?
No, man. You just do a fucking eye scan on the way through, give it to them, and like sometimes you'll chat with them. They'll be like, oh, hi, you give them the paper, but you're Nexus, so you're, like safe, I guess. I don't know. But
you're a big deal.
Yeah, well, and you can lose your Nexus. Like my kid has it. He's 4. You can bring Nexus with a buddy now too, but he's got it. But if I get pinched, say if I'm like, oh, I bring you back a can or a log of chew, and I bring more than I'm supposed to, my whole family loses it.
Really?
Yeah.
So stakes are high.
Yeah. So I use a Nexus. I'm by the book, and it just because I get anxiety like that. And we came back from Vegas, and my buddy got flagged. He brought back like 40 grand worth of Louis Vuitton shit for one of our rich buddies, and he got pinched, didn't claim it, and I was lying with him, and they were going through all my shit. And this girl beside her, she had coke residue just on her jeans. And then they went through all her shit. She was crying. I had all I had that looked suspicious was a tub of NO Explode or NO Fury or whatever.
Yeah.
The pre-workout shit. She's like, what is this? She's like, it looks like drugs. I'm like, it's not. It's just pre-workout.
Smell some.
Yeah. So take a sniff. But yeah, she was freaking out. And all he did was just because you're on blow or whatever, they can check your toothbrush, all that.
Yeah,
and
man.
then they swiped her pants. It's like, went off, and she was... it gave me anxiety. I'm like, fuck this.
What'd they do to her?
I don't know. I got out.
You left her behind?
Well, I got out. They didn't have anything that
Quite the
raised
catch.
suspicion. I'm super nice. I dress nice when I go to the airport now.
That's unbelievable.
And just try and get through.
I have a buddy of mine, when he travels with his pre-workout stuff, he just writes in big letters on the bag, not cocaine.
Yeah.
Because clearly if it is, that's not what you're going to write.
Yeah.
Yeah, why would you? It's a good mind fuck.
Exactly, right?
Yeah, get out of it a little early. But yeah, I hate authority, so I just try to avoid it at all costs. And those guys at the border thing, they make me nervous. They're like from Canada, but they're like U.S., whatever. Like, what are you going to do there? I'm like, you like forget the answer to your question.
Yeah, it makes you nervous.
Yeah,
right?
I'm like, I'm going to see a friend. How long for? Are you making any money down there? No. Okay, good. See ya. I'm like, all right, enjoy your banana. Like, just fucking try to be super nice.
I told Derek this story already, but I went to, we were in London, and we had a day off on St. Paddy's Day.
Yeah.
So we looked up flights, and we took a day trip to Dublin for St. Paddy's Day.
Nice.
We literally flew in at 8:30 in the morning and flew out at 8 at night. So we get in, we're in the customs line once we land, and walk up to the desk, and the lady, Irish people are the nicest, right? Like, their accent's so friendly, and she goes, how long you here for? And I'm like, about 8 hours. She goes, oh, just here for a couple of pints, are ya? I was like, yeah, I might have a bite to eat. She's like, oh, sure you are. I believe you about as far as I can throw you. All right, just don't miss your flight home, okay? And I'm like, all right, thanks, ma'am. She's like, have a great time. I was like, fucking Irish are the best, man. Yeah, we're here to drink your beer and put money into your economy. So, yeah, have a time.
Come on in.
Yeah, come on in. Welcome.
What did you tell me about Guinness? I was like, oh, I feel so full off Guinness. I don't drink beer
I'm
much.
just gonna go pee quick.
Yeah, and then you're like, oh no, it's actually less because it's air or whatever.
Yeah, like the compressed gas that they use, it's not as expansive as CO2 because it's nitrogen.
Yeah.
So actually, like, Guinness is easier to chug than almost any other beer because it doesn't have that same CO2 bubbly gasishness in your belly.
So now I get to call everyone. I was like, oh, I can't drink them so full. I'm like, actually, my friend Shane taught me this.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, just called you out.
Yeah, and it's a lower calorie beer, so I think it's like 130 calories for a pint of Guinness, and most are like 150.
Is that what you're drinking over there?
Yeah, we drank Guinness there, but it didn't. I don't know. It didn't. They were serving it to us in plastic cups.
Oh,
So
I think it tastes better in a can. It tastes like, is it
in a
milky?
can. What the fuck
You
is the
drink it-
matter with you?
We shake it. It's
No.
got the can thing and the little
No,
bead in
you
there.
gotta have it in a nice, proper Guinness pint glass, right?
A cold one, yeah. But
Yeah.
if sometimes you just get the can. I prefer a can over a plastic cup.
But anyway, this is going to be an unpopular opinion because London and the UK in general is such a beer culture. Beer there sucks.
Yeah.
It's fucking brutal, man.
Compared to here.
Yeah, like first of all, they serve it way too warm. Like it gets to you and it's like it's almost room temperature.
Yeah.
And it's not very tasty. And the service industry over there is pretty brutal. Like they
Yeah,
don't
no tips,
you gotta
you said?
go to the bar to order, and it's confusing every time you sit down in a place and they look at you and you're kind of like trying to give them the eye, like come
Yeah.
over here and take my order.
Yeah.
And they don't budge and you don't budge, so you go up to the bar, and it's happened to us like every time we assumed one way, it ended up being the other. So sometimes they'll come serve you at your table.
Yeah.
And so we'd go up to the bar and be like, hey, is there a server coming around? And they'd be like, yeah, server's coming to your table. And it'd be another 10 minutes.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's bad. But St. Patty's Day in Dublin, not as crazy as I thought it would be, surprisingly.
Really?
Yeah, right? Like
That's
disappointing.
disappointing.
I think it was because there it's an actual holiday. Like there's families out in the parade.
Yeah,
and,
it's a
like,
celebration.
kids, yeah. And they didn't start serving most places until 12:30. We were chapped. We got there, landed at 10 a.m. Took a cab right downtown, sat at a pub, remodeling downstairs.
Sounds like they're just moving a bunch of sheet metal.
Yeah.
Yeah, we sat down at a pub at 11 a.m. We're like, all right, get a full Irish breakfast and a nice pint of Guinness, and starting this day off right. She's like, oh, we don't start serving until 12:30. And we're like, are you kidding me? You just flew from London for this. Like, so chapped. So finally we found a place close to the center of town, and yeah, they were serving, and it went off, man. Like, it was crazy. Like, it wasn't like people throwing up crazy like it is in Boston or Chicago
Or Alberta.
or Alberta.
Yeah.
And there weren't lineups, and that's the thing. Like, most places, if don't have a lot of Irish pubs, right? So you got to go line up before they open.
Yeah.
Well, in Dublin, every pub is an Irish pub, so there's no lineups or anything like that. And I feel like had we stayed for the night, it would have got crazier, but we had to fly out because we had work to do.
Fuck.
Yeah, but it was pretty damn cool. We were right the epicenter of the parade, and 500,000 people migrate into Dublin for that day. So it's
Half
Migrate,
a
they-
million people.
half a million.
Bring their
people.
bag of potatoes and just migrate on into town.
You don't bring potatoes to Ireland, dummy.
Well, I know, but if they're migrating there, they might want to bring some downtown, you
You
know?
need a snack, right?
Yeah.
No,
It's
so
a raw potato.
It was pretty fun. It was pretty cool. Bucket list thing for sure. But yeah, I would, if someone wanted to go party, I'd recommend a college town.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Arizona State, baby.
Oh,
Yeah.
man, that place is insane.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a good spot. We're going that, well, the boys are, actually, I think I'm going to end up passing up on that trip because it's just such a shit show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like 10 of us go there, storm the city, rent a house, and then just go downtown and stay at Cake in like that Tempe area or whatever.
Oh, man.
I saw
Tempe's-
I saw the fat Jew down there,
Did you?
and he was serving what's that what's that fucking big cooler? It's disgusting that they serve there. They're giving it out to everybody, and it was just straight up horse piss.
Oh,
Four
I know
Loko,
you-
Four Loko.
Yeah.
Four Loko?
Oh.
I had Four Loko before. It's not that bad.
Down there, it was disgusting. It was like, hey, let's throw a fat Jewish party and then give them expired Four Loko. That's what it tasted like. It was fucking disgusting. But yeah, Arizona's a fucking sick spot to go. So maybe we'll go there instead.
That's where spring training is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a buddy who was trying to get us down to that, but we were in Vegas for the UFC, which is a decent trade-off in my mind. But
Big time.
he's like, you got to come down here next year. It's just madness. Like it's I didn't realize like it's different from training camp in any other sport. All the teams go down there.
Yeah, man.
That's insane.
My buddy actually, when I went down there, he lived half a block away from all the diamonds that they had for
Yeah.
spring training.
Really?
Yeah. It's pretty gnarly.
Danger Cats trip? What do you think?
Yeah, I would do Arizona again. We went down there for my buddy's stag and just lit that city on fire, shit-faced for 4 days, and just like, I almost got us all kicked out of that square where the hockey rink is and the football stadium is, because the boys were like, I dare you to penguin slide that outdoor rink that they have. And the Boney was just going on, so I was like, fucking took a running sprint and like slid across it, and I stuck out like a sore thumb. I'm in this neon yellow Macho Man Randy Savage shirt, and like had the mullet just dolled up, looking good.
Yeah.
And like somehow I got away, but he followed everybody else.
Yeah.
And then like threatened to kick us out. I'm like, what are you here for? The fucking hockey game, you moron. We're all in hockey jerseys. Like,
They don't know what that shit is.
no,
down
they
there,
don't.
right? Like,
They don't have like.
so oblivious.
Oh man, like my cousin was running up behind us to come and get up, and the fucking cop almost was gonna pull a gun on him. He's like, hey, and he's like, what'd you steal? I'm like, what the fuck, man? I'm going to meet my friends.
Yeah.
You're lucky, I almost shot you. And then like, he's like,
Thanks
what?
for not shooting me, asshole.
Yeah, and then like our Uber driver was black, and he goes, man, if that was me, he would have fucking dropped my ass. And like, y'all lucky, y'all white. Where y'all from?
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, it is true. You guys are fucking racist out here.
It's insane, like how privileged we are in some circumstances, like to not get questioned about. Like we're driving in London, and they
Yeah.
have like tons of security checks just on the road.
Really?
And if you've got a suspicious looking vehicle, like they'll pull you over, and it's like they swab your vehicle for bomb stuff, right?
From all them terrorist attacks and shit?
Yeah, exactly.
Really?
So we were in like this big kind of like panel van almost, because we had our crew and all our gear. So we're driving and hit this big roundabout, and they signaled us into the lane that was closed so they could come check us, right?
Yeah.
And so we pull up, and the guy's got the swab in his hand. I roll down the window, and he looks at me, and he's like, hey, what are you guys doing? We're like, oh, we're just going to we're going to this hotel down there. And he looks at us, and he's like, all right, go ahead. And didn't even swab or anything, right?
Oh,
but you
wow.
can guarantee if we were colored, like that swab was going all over that van, right?
Big time, yeah.
But we were just like, wow, like that was one of the times I've felt like white privilege in that sense. I was like,
Yeah.
if we were any other color or race, that wouldn't have flown.
No doubt.
And yeah, good Canadian guys too, right? Like,
Exactly.
oh, fuck, we're charming. Come on, give me a break.
He's ever scourged with his leather jacket? They're like, you come with me.
Leather jacket and rhinestone jeans.
True religion button pockets with a nice
Yeah.
bedazzled butt.
Yeah, they're relics of the Kelowna days from when he grew up.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Christian
God.
Odagier, all that stuff.
Ed Hardy.
Oh yeah, I rocked that. I had a pair of Ed Hardy high tops for a while, and it's like,
High tops.
yeah, I
Did they
ordered them
have
off
jewels on them?
eBay. No, I just ordered them off eBay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was the douchebag with the Ed Hardy stitch of jeans with the Asian tiger on the back and the
Oh,
waves and
classic.
like, the Asian writing, and like really went for that look.
Do you still have those?
No, unfortunately, I don't. I got rid of them after the second time wearing them. What a waste of money.
Yeah,
Like, fucking
380 rats.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Should have kept him for a Halloween costume at least.
I
Right?
should have. That would be a good one. Like the stitching was so thick, like man, it was like there was a 90-degree. Like you almost had to have a hinge on the pants so you could bend your fucking legs, man. Like it was so bad. Like it was just ridiculous.
Straight jacket jeans, essentially.
Pretty much, man. Just walking like your fucking legs are stiff. Like just look like I shit my pants all the time, like a fucking idiot.
I think you should find a pair of those for your 1-year anniversary.
I
shaker.
should, yeah.
I
I
think you
imagine
gotta throw a big shaker, man.
I
That's a milestone. Like that's dope. I've been watching it for a long time. Like to be able to go from career to calling that way, like that takes balls. You gotta celebrate in those jeans.
Yeah, I imagine there's probably some floating around on eBay or like Value Village or something like that. There's probably some asshole out there that still wears them seriously.
Isn't that
Just
part of
mail
the
them to
thing?
Hack. Just
Yeah.
mail them. What
If
are you,
anybody-
32? Size 32? Wade?
I'll hit the treadmill and
Yeah.
get down to a 32.
All right, well, if you got 34s by 32, send them in. Just mail 'em.
Oh,
So
Cinch
wash
the
'em
belt
for-
up with the big Texas
I think
Texas belt buckle.
you go with the belt buckle that used to have the digital writing that you could put anything on it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
I always
remember?
wanted one of those so bad.
I was one of those guys
Yeah,
too.
would
That's
you
like
write
one
on
of,
it?
I didn't have it, but I wanted one.
You're
just
that
want to
guy.
fuck, or just
yeah.
you hungry, or who's hungry, and then you just got the fishing. Your buddy,
You're an animal.
your buddy fishing with
You're an
it.
animal.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
yeah. I think you got to do it, man. I definitely want to do this again. I know we will want to have you on again, or come on your guys's and
Yeah.
maybe collaborate in some other way. And if you are having a shaker, he's also a hell of a bartender, so we can just put him to work.
Perfect.
A bartender. I wouldn't say a hell of a bartender, but
I think
I
you're
bartend.
just good at everything. You went to private school.
That's
You're just
true.
like
I'm
very, you
bad at
know.
a
His
lot
name
of
is
shit.
Clarence. Went to a private school.
But Clarence parents don't know that he's got a really bad
Yeah.
parents.
Yeah, that. Yeah, you could have maybe a battle. on your anniversary, a rap battle.
Rap battles?
We could go full
Rap?
stripper rap battle.
No.
I'm 0-1 in rap battles. I actually lost my first one. I fucking rap battled this kid at a house party one
Is
time.
this a serious story?
It
right
was
now?
it was serious. Like this kid was like a rap battler, and I was hammered, and I was like, how fucking hard could this be? And
Yeah.
like he had this verse written that it could be applied to anybody in the room.
Yeah. What an asshole.
So he came well prepared, and I was like, you fucking loser. And like my one buddy actually is a rapper, so I lost horribly. Like this guy scorched me, and then I had to sick my buddy on him to clean up my mess.
Excellent.
So I'm 0-1 in the rap game right now.
You would be rabbit on him?
Yeah, I got some redemption. So if that little prick ever fucking listens to this, I'm coming for you, dog.
I'm
Yeah.
surprised you just didn't roundhouse kick him in the face. Like,
I should have.
Yeah,
I
like-
should have just beat the fucking tires off his ass before he could even fucking say anything.
yeah.
Or right after you lost. Like, oh, I'm still tougher.
Yeah.
Just go to sleep.
Yeah.
I'm even on the evening.
Yeah.
That's like the guy in Indiana Jones with the swords fucking swinging him, and he just blasts him. Fuck you.
I don't got time for fucking around.
Yeah. Not here to fuck snakes, as they say.
Oh,
The
fuck.
Aussies are the best, man.
Mhm.
They're stupid little fucking quibs for everything.
They're just insane.
We were in, I was in Australia back in October, and for a buddy's wedding, he was marrying an Australian chick.
Yeah.
And she's from Perth. So we were in Perth, which is in the middle of fucking nowhere in Australia, right? Like
Yeah.
nobody goes to Perth. Even Australians in Sydney are like, Perth? You went to Perth? No one goes to Perth.
I actually met a guy in Indonesia from Perth, and he said the same
Yeah.
thing. Nobody goes there.
So our first morning, we go to the beach, and everyone's a little wary because there's sharks and great whites and stuff. And I'm trying to play it cool because I'm just like, whatever. Like the chances of getting hit by or eaten by a shark are so minimal, right? So
Mhm.
like, guys, come on, like let's play the percentages here. Really, like it's not gonna happen. And so we're like, all right, fair enough. So we go start swimming. We're just fucking around in the water for about half an hour or so. And then all of a sudden this siren comes on, just blaring. And everyone's like, what the fuck is that? And like, we don't have a local with us. It's just a bunch of Canadians, right? So we're like, we don't know what that means, but there's probably no scenario in which the siren means it's safer to be in the water than out of the water. So we're like, let's get out for a little bit. So we get out and this truck is bombing down the beach and we flag him down and it's a lifeguard. And we're like, hey, we just got here yesterday and we're not from around here. Like, can you tell us what do the sirens mean? He goes, no big deal, just a great white. We're like, oh, just a great white.
Oh, just
Okay.
one of those.
Just
yeah.
one of those guys. He's like, yeah, we spotted him about a mile down south that way, and he was heading north this way, and then we just saw him about 5 minutes ago. And we're like, really? Where'd you see him? Out by that yellow buoy, the one we were just swimming by.
Let's play the percentages, guys.
Yeah. Let's play the percent. Let's roll the dice on this one. So we're like, okay, like crazy. Like, what do you recommend we do? And he's like, give it about 20 minutes or so. Like, just give it 20 minutes. What do you
A
mean?
little bit of time.
Yeah,
A little
oh,
boo
He'll
boo.
leave.
He's heading north, and we're like, what if he decides to go south again? Like, how do you know where this guy is going and what he wants to do? They're just so casual down there, right?
Yeah,
That's their thing.
fuck. They're insane.
They
I love
terrify me.
Aussies. They're fucking insane. Oh man.
Sharks terrify the fuck out of me.
Are you scared of sharks?
I'm not. I mean, I have one tattooed on me. I love sharks, but I mean, you think about it when you're going in the ocean.
You don't
Even-
want to meet one.
Yeah, no, I
I
don't.
literally don't think about it.
Yeah,
Unless
and
someone
then
brings it
the
up.
siren goes off, and then you
Yeah.
could have got eaten. I mean,
Yeah.
it's a pretty badass story. Like, what happened to your leg? Or somebody's like, "Thank you for your service." You're like, no, I got hit by a shark.
No one's gonna look at me and think I ever served in the military.
You never know.
Fucking, let's
You
not
never
kid ourselves.
Maybe you
here.
went to military prep school. I don't know.
Yeah.
I am not that kind of guy. I don't look like that at all.
Yeah,
How long have we been in this joint?
2.5 hours.
2 hours.
Holy shit.
4:30.
How long do you normally record for?
We usually do about an hour, 10 minutes.
We went double 2 eppies.
Yeah, man.
Double
Fuck
time.
it. I don't know.
Split it,
We
part
ever
A, part
fucking.
B.
You had a lot of good stories and fucking.
We didn't even get started. Next time we'll crack some
Yeah,
beers and
we'll do
really
another
get
one.
into
Let's
it.
do another one. Absolutely. We didn't. I wrote out a hunt. I thought I was interviewing you. I didn't know that we were just going to collaborate on this. So I had like all these questions planned out, and then like, fuck it, whatever.
That's
like,
what I said to Derek. I'm like, so did he ask us or did we ask him, or like who's interviewing who on this one? And he's like, I think we're just gonna wing it. I'm like, all right, I can do that.
It went better that way
Yeah.
anyways.
Well, you know that with these things, the hardest part is just like literally opening them up, right? Like hey,
Yeah.
how's it going today?
Yeah.
Because they're always like, good, you? It's like, well, thanks for elaborating on that
Yeah,
fucking
I'm fine.
brain buster of a question there. I'm
Yeah.
sorry to challenge you out of the gate, but I think we killed it.
I think so too, man. Good podcast. If you want to
Fucking
drop
right.
your social handles, do so.
Coach D Stone, just all one word, Coach D Stone.
I'm Shane Fenn, ShaneFen, on Twitter, Instagram, Shane Fennessey, Facebook. We've got all our doc accounts, so Making Cocoa for the Grant Fuhr one.
Yep.
The Bailey Experience isn't really, we are not on social for that, but Built for This Doc is the Michael Bisbing one.
Yep.
So that's where we post all our behind the scenes stuff, and Biz is always reposting our stuff, and so there's a lot of good stuff. We got one more trip coming up to LA in April, and we've got some big interviews for that, and a couple more shots with him, so there's still some stuff to be gleaned from it.
Perfect. When you get back from that, we should chat about it.
Yeah, definitely.
I'd love to hear some stories about that.
Yeah, we've got a couple big interviews lined up, but I won't say who, just in case they bail last minute, which sometimes happens.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, and then you look like an idiot. Oh, you're interviewing so and so. Yeah. they
Welcome to
pulled
my
out.
life.
Yeah. Yeah. Then you got to settle for Derek and Shane.
Sure, I guess I'll bring these fucking guys on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
whatever. Fuck, we got slots to fill. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Instead, I was gonna have Jordan and Mike from downstairs on, but hey, I mean, whatever. I'll do with it.
They got the desk. They got the desk to man downstairs.
Yeah, they got a desk.
Did I see
Mike-
you guys have a old Milwaukee vending machine downstairs?
We do, yeah.
It's fucking
Yeah, they
dope,
come and
man.
stock it for us.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Dude, that's
so
cool.
there's a little old mill plug. So I told you motherfuckers that we plug you.
Yeah. And I knew that. That's why I brought it up.
Yeah. Yeah, they swing by and fill. They usually drop off flats of beer
Mhm.
for us of just old mills. So that's. I tried gunning after Lucky Lager. My whole game plan was because it was a local brewery and like the old lady drinks it. Or like maybe I can, if I say their name in a video, maybe they might come to me.
Mhm.
Well, then the Sleeman's rep was like, "How about you switch that old Lucky Lager to Old Mill? Not a problem. I will.
Can
fucking-
do.
Yeah, I'm
You
a
say
sellout
jump,
all
I'll
day.
say how high.
Yeah, I'm a sellout on free beer all day.
Talent juice, right?
Yeah,
It's in their
exactly.
best interest. If sober's here and fucked up here, you want right in the middle, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
6 of them a day keeps me just a-okay.
Just don't grab 6 gear again. Like
no.
Yeah.
6 gears for Saturdays
Yeah,
only
yeah,
now.
that's right.
Save
Yeah.
the jack for Saturdays.
Exactly.
Right on. Cool,
Fuck
man.
yeah. Well, thanks again, guys, for coming in. And just a reminder, if you use the code podcast69 on dangercatshop.com, you'll get 15% off your merch. Watch DCTV. Just drop CKY3 on y'all bitches. So hit that up. Watch DCTV.com. We got that streaming live. And you can follow me at unclehack69 and dangercat69. I'm usually the man behind those accounts. So hit us up. Thanks again for tuning in, and that's another Danger Cast podcast.